Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First On Ht. Today is April 11, 2024. That's Thursday, April 11, 2024. On the countdown, today is day number 64 since Joseph Yuma Boakai declared his assets without publication on February 8th, 2024. What is he hiding? We want to also dedicate this program to all our Muslim brothers and sisters who say happy Eid Mubarak, happy Ramadan. May God bless you all and all of us. Congratulations on a successful Ramadan. And if you are celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you, especially the ambassador, Nora Finabondo, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. Congratulations, Rescue Mother, and all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Want to say happy birthday also to Julie Kwa of Monrovia. For our hot topics tonight, Rescue Lions. The Failed Rescue Government of Liberia today held a graduation program for at-risk youth, aka Zogos. The sourcing of funds and training were all done by the CDC government before the 2023 elections. This program was in the turnover notes. Why didn't they even extend an invite to the past Minister of Youth and Sports, Zogos Wilson, and others, or even the former president? Meanwhile, Joseph Yuma Boakai Health Team was in Kakata, planning a quick training and rehabilitation of few mentally challenged youth to form part of his 100-day deliverables. Let's dig deeper. Compromised. The appointments of religious leaders, Imam Ali Krai and Rees, tell how compromised and double standard these people are. They were all outspoken against the CDC government, but remain quiet during this failed Rescue Lions government. Let's dig deeper. Senate War Economic Crime Code resolution. The Liberian Senate passed a resolution in support of War Economic Crime Code establishment, but now without a fight or outcry about Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow. Why was Dr. Alan White and team seated in the Senate deliberation? Did he represent the United States government or his organization? Let's dig deeper. Also coming up, CDC response to CSA, Gracious Wrath versus Asset Recovery Team, NSA wants Yeke Koluba. The National Security Agency has issued a 24-hour notice to Representative Yeke Koluba to turn himself in or face arrest. Representative Koluba made a disclosure in a news conference. He said he was informed by the Speaker of the House. But these and many others we are working for you tonight. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest.
We have ongoing ties with Mr. Taylor, and I can challenge them. The only reason you put me on sanction was married is getting married to somebody will put you on sanction, and that's justice. Sorry, nobody interrogated them. Today, some of our colleagues say now in the session today, are placed on a sanction, and in the sanction regime, they say, "Oh, you talk to your colleagues," and when they see you talking to them, you are threatening to go on sanction. If that's why we are signing this economic crime code for today, I will sign it. But let justice be done. At least today, we're talking about taking people to court. They are putting our colleagues on sanction here today. And people are rejoicing with all due process. They went to the Supreme Court and asked the Supreme Court to disbar Councillor Vani Sherman because he was sanctioned will not pass a law in that period without due process. And when you thought they said they'll put you on sanction, I'm ready today to go on sanction. But let us speak justice. Let us speak justice. But then, this country, whether we like it or not, is divided on green and blue lines today. Take it anywhere. Liberia is perhaps more divided than it has ever been. On blue line or green lines. And like my colleague from Great Legend said, our agenda is war and economic crime code. One more. I went to Zogos home in Nigeria, visit him. And I saw where Zogos came from. Zogos is a nephew of the late Samuel Doe, who was killed by Chris Johnson. Today in our session, Zogos and Chris Johnson share seat. They're not fighting each other. Or want justice or world crime code. We support it. In 2005, 2006, when I was elected here as Speaker, the Secretary of the Senate is sitting there, same way. The late Kakata, former chief clerk, may so rest in peace, and the Sergeant at Arms were preparing the Capitol grounds for inauguration. And as we went in the left corner, that area behind the speaker office down there in the fence to clean that place, protect. Maybe somebody you don't know. That place in this Capitol building yard is nothing but skeleton and scalp. Today is still there. We tell you, say people that were killed from the mansion from LU, from the unknown soldiers, their body was dropped in this Capitol building yard. But not even had the courage to go and clean it. Decoration day, we do not have grave to go and clean our people. For protest today, if war and economic crime code is a solution for a new Liberia, I stand with that solution for you. I'm a child that Honorable Daba Baba said of Mama River Breaking when I was born there. My parents worked there for over 30 years and retired. Our people still have not received the just benefit for retirement. So when they had died, my mom and pa went there, my father has died, my mother still died. Thousands of our people are not even being paid. But we're talking about economic. Where is the economic plan? Where? So, Protein, I don't want to take the entire day to talk about this. I hope that today it's not just we want a camera. We're afraid that Mr. Allingware is here, so we're afraid. I'm not afraid. If I didn't so well, you have to understand. Because I believe his objective is to look for the chances of people. And I don't know if it's a US government project or an NGO project. Mostly NGO. Because I'm not signing out of threat. I'm signing because I want to see the breath, the big breath of the new Liberia. And we are honest about this. We are prepared to do it. Our speaker in this country, when Mr. Charles Taylor was arrested, brought around taken to service. I was in my selling office that day with his national security advisor, what did they say? President Obasanjo was about to land in New York for the Security Council or General Assembly. They refused for Obasanjo to get on a plane until Charles was turning over. And that day they said, if the Taylor is turning over, America will do this in Liberia. And this will happen in Liberia. That will happen in Liberia. But Taylor is in prison. Nothing has happened here. About 50,000 textbooks. Our people still go to the US embassy and stay under the rain in the sun to either be denied US visa or given 3 months single entry visa when our friends from neighboring Sierra Leone and Cote d'Ivoire, they're 10 and 5 years visa in the passport. Then somebody tell me because we get American people 1 year entry in Liberia, now they can go. That's a lie. That's a lie. How can we be the product of the United States of America and we are then mistreated by the Americans? And we are afraid of come because we don't want to go on sanction. Because we're afraid of sanction. When you talk to say put on sanction, why are the police here on sanction? There nobody can talk about it. We had a meeting here the other day with the Rubber Grower Association. Firestone Liberia walked into that meeting. And when they saw some of our colleagues in that meeting, they walked out of the meeting because our colleagues on sanction, they cannot talk to our colleagues in that meeting. And they walked out of the meeting. They will not have the boss to talk about don't want to be added on sanctions. Is that fair? Is that justice? What is that justice? How can Firestone walk out of a meeting because senators are they clean on sanction in the meeting so they cannot talk to the Liberian Senate? And they are registered Americans. And we are afraid of come because we don't want to go on sanction. Because we're afraid of sanction. When you talk to say put on sanction, why are the police here on sanction? There nobody can talk about it. We had a meeting here the other day with the Rubber Grower Association. Firestone Liberia walked into that meeting. And when they saw some of our colleagues in that meeting, they walked out of the meeting because our colleagues on sanction, they cannot talk to our colleagues in that meeting. And they walked out of the meeting. They will not have the boss to talk about don't want to be added on sanctions. Is that fair? Is that justice? What is that justice? How can Firestone walk out of a meeting because senators are they clean on sanction in the meeting so they cannot talk to the Liberian Senate? And they are registered. They're not in Liberia. Because as a matter of fact, Firestone plantation is in McGibbon County. And 2 of our senators from that county are on a sanction day. So they live in Liberia. If that's the case. Where is the justice? But where is the justice? Why are we acting the cowards? Why? This is Liberia. This is Liberia. People were killed here. The Lutheran Church massacre. Tupo Road. Or Greystone. Kakata, Maher Bridge. When I saw Senator Prince Johnson today raging, I understood his frustration. Because we have so many leaders working calling abroad to look like it's a Prince Johnson affair. Let's discuss war crime in totality. Let's discuss economic crime in totality. Put our close and no entire will be talking. Raging, I understood his frustration. Because we have so many leaders working calling abroad to look like it's a Prince Johnson affair. Let's discuss war crime in totality. Let's discuss economic crime in totality. Put our close and no entire will be talking. Let's discuss it in totality. Let's discuss it in totality. And when you talk, you step up. You have no place from our policy in the region. And the first thing is one and
get to the bottom of this. Mothers, fathers, where are you people? A child has been abused. You know, the war between Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party people and myself has started. I thought Jojo then were going to take the camera to go and ask the pa, Joseph Boakai, who they saw the man with that work with Firestone. Joseph Boakai broke his wife with somebody that work with Firestone. Before Joseph Boakai came to the presidency, Joseph Boakai and his wife were not in good terms because he broke his wife. I thought the adopted children of Joseph Boakai, the Tata, the Jojo, were going to ask the father, say, who you broke our man with? But instead, they resolve to blackmail, to damage a little child. Jojo, Tata, like your man was carrying to the hotel? No, you tell me, because people get concerned when they carry your girlfriend or your man. Jojo, like your man was carrying to the hotel? I took picture of your man. I'm going to post it on the Yaga TV. You know, the war has started. And they said they would take it down to my family. Joseph Boakai, if your people that want to get up from my family, harm my children, I will harm you if they harm my children. If they run after my children, I will run after you, Joseph Boakai. It's stigmatized. Sorry, that little guy been in back. You know, the war between Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party people and myself has started. I thought Jojo then were going to take the camera to go and ask the pa Joseph Boakai who they saw the man with that work with fire too. Joseph Boakai broke his wife with somebody that work with fire too. Before Joseph Boakai came to the presidency, Joseph Boakai and was not in good time because he broke his wife. I thought the adopted children of Joseph Boakai, the Tata, the Jojo, were going to ask the fellow, say, who you broke our man with? But instead, they resolve to blackmail, to damage a little child. Jojo, Tata, like your man was carrying to the hotel? No, you tell me, because people get under their concern when they carry your girlfriend or your man. Jojo, like your man, I was carrying to the hotel. I took a picture with your man. I'm going to post it on the Yaga TV. You know, the war has started. And they said they will take it down to my family. Joseph Boakai, if your people that want to get up on my family, harm my children, I will harm you if they harm my children. If they run after my children, I will run after you, Joseph Boakai. If they kill any of my children, Joseph Boakai, if they kill any of my children, Joseph Boakai, I will kill you. Fuck you, Joseph Boakai. When you want to say, the man is a state man, he's an elderly man. Did he behave like an elderly man when this issue happened? And I'm waiting for a women group that can talk. I want to women group that can talk. When you talk to people, so only people that Lord, let someone women group that can only talk when you talk to people.
Say, you better come back, say.
In my own country, they're trying to track me down. For what? I don't know. Oh, Mr. Liarman, you know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liarman.
Yeah,
Joe
Rastafari.
King Selassie. Big up, oh, Mr.
Liarman.
Oh,
Mr. Liarman.
Oh, Mr. Liarman. Oh, Mr. Liarman. You know
I didn't do the things you say I do.
Oh, Mr. Liarman. Oh, Liarman.
You know, Liarman, you know, I didn't do
those things. Oh, Mr. Liarman. God, no, I didn't do those things. Oh, Mr. Liarman. Mr. Liarman.
Rastafari, no,
I didn't do.
Oh, Mr. Liarman.
You know, you know, you know, you know. A Liarman. A Liarman. A Liarman. You are Liarman. Oh, Mr. Liarman. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Rastafari. Big up.
I didn't do it. I trust you. I didn't do it. I trust you.
So what you keep lying? Lie, 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 lie. You lie, you lie, you lie. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. I say you lie, you lie. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Mr. Liar Man. Hey, oh, Mr. Liar Man. You know I didn't do the things you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Jano, Jano, Jano.
Rastafari, no. Liar Man. I didn't do it. Welcome to other view journey us here. Liar Man.
I didn't do it. Liar Man.
I trust you.
Mr. Liar Man, me not go burn you with the fireman. Me not go burn you with the fireman. Cover you a liar man,
Wicked man, bad man, foolish man. Mr. Liar Man.
Get away because me never love you. I say, oh no, Jaja, I go judge you. Cover you a liar man,
Wicked man, bad man, foolish man.
Liar Man.
I didn't do it.
Liar Man.
I trust you.
Boy, them.
Liar Man.
I didn't do it.
Liar Man.
I trust you. You wanna hear it?
Don't ever follow back on Mr. Liar Man. There.
Don't follow Liar
The
Man.
name say it already, you know. You see me?
Listen to me.
Mr. Liar Man, Wicked Man,
Bad man
Bad Man,
and
Foolish Man.
foolish man.
You see me?
Listen to me.
Because the name say it already, you know. You see me?
Listen to me.
Mr. Liar Man, Wicked Man, Bad Man,
And foolish man.
You see me?
Listen to me.
Fire upon Mr. Wicked Man there.
Fire!
Because the name say it already, you know. You see me? Mr. Liar Man, Wicked Man,
Bad man and foolish man.
You see me? Fire upon Mr. Wicked Man there. Mr. Liar Man there. Fire!
Fire! Listen to me. One more time. Listen to me.
Get away because me never love you. I say, oh no, Jaja, I go judge you. Cover you a liar man, wicked man, bad man, foolish man.
Liar Man. I didn't do it. Liar Man.
You ready for that?
I trust you.
You ready for the boy them?
Liar Man. I didn't do it. Liar Man. Let I trust you.
Wanna hear it? Don't ever follow back on Mr. Liar Man them. Because the name say it already, you know. You see me? Mr. Liar Man, Wicked Man, Bad Man,
And foolish man.
You see me? Fire upon Mr. Wicked Man there. Mr. Liar Man there. Fire!
Fire! What a song. Mr. Liar Man. Good evening, and welcome. It's Thursday night, April. Why am I going back? April 11, 2024. It's great to be back with you once again this great evening. wherever you join us from, we say welcome to you. And if you are celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones tonight, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you, especially for the former protocol ambassador Nora Finabondo. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. We want to say congratulations to you. Julie Kwa of Monrovia also celebrating her birthday. Congratulations, happy birthday to you. Actually, my grandson will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. He's the boss. We call him Boss Alston. He celebrates his birthday tomorrow. I'm excited. He's here in Detroit, and I'm excited about that as well. But welcome to all of you. We want to also say happy Eid Mubarak to our Muslim brothers and sisters. You celebrated the end of Ramadan yesterday. We say thank you. May God richly reward all of your prayers. And of course, let's continue to strive for a better world. Congratulations. Happy Eid Mubarak. Happy Ramadan to all of you folks. All right. Welcome. If you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist that we will be civil with one another. There will be no curse words, no insults of any kind. Okay. Rosalind, where are you? Solo Senior, welcome there. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Pop. How you doing?
I'm awesome. Yeah.
I'm happy to be on GST and on the global stage.
No doubt.
Rosalie, I thought you disappeared on us, so
Yeah,
I was wondering.
You napping?
Yeah, okay. Rosalie,
Oh,
life
you
going
napping? Eh? Mr. Pisani.
You're nappy?
You nappy?
No. I'll eat a GEO. You know me.
Why you eating GB?
The woman go real good.
Papaya.
Papaya, that's the best.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I was waiting for the music to end the prelude.
Yeah.
So I said, let me go get some munches, yeah?
Absolutely. It's necessary. Yeah.
I thought solo.
Yes, man.
Long time.
Yeah. You know,
Mr. Constitution, what happened? Why you disappeared from us?
No, you know the idea. I think I gotta take down the constitution again the way I took down the pro government. Now what the asset recovery team is doing, Liberia now, no way to constitute to that sense. So well, I used to have a pro government, right? It becomes so hard for me to even say be pro government. I say, you know what? I resign from pro government and I just can be independent. I think that's what I would do. So the constitution thing, I'm still looking at, but you know what gave me hopes and I keep it there? The Supreme Court of Liberia.
Yeah.
Court came by, educated them, and put them in their place.
I know.
Yeah. Let's say happy belated birthday to the son of Eddie Belema. He said yesterday the 10th was my son Joseph's birthday. Joseph Belema. No relationship, no connection with the old man JNB. Yeah. This is an active Joseph.
Okay.
Not the sleeper.
That's sleeping Joseph, right? And the active Joseph.
Active Joe.
The wise one for the Bible.
Yeah. Joseph the dreamer.
Yeah.
Not Joseph the sleeper.
Nope.
Not Joseph the asset recovery recreator.
Yeah. But it's good to have you guys, folks. So welcome to all of you again.
Yeah, good to see you again, man.
Yeah.
You're gone for 2 days, though.
No, that one day that was yesterday. That was one day.
It fell at 2 days. That's what she said.
I know it fell at 2 days. Yeah.
For me, I would say that the GP do that to you again.
We published the topics for discussion. See, we're coming up, and then seriously, I went. I think I would take the TV out of the room. I said, let me look at the news a little bit. Let me look at CNN a little bit.
Oh.
And I crashed. Yeah. I crashed. I went to sleep. I got about 6 missed calls. Yeah. I didn't even hear my phone ring. Yeah. You know. My daughter said she tried to wake me up, but then she said her mom told her, said, let him rest.
Yeah,
Don't wake you up. And he wake up
she's right
and
too.
he
I had to
yeah,
reason with her.
and he wake up on your old dad at 5. He said,
She's
no,
That
right.
was
no,
good.
I stand with Madam Gilmore on this
yeah.
one. Sometimes
He
you
said,
need
Yeah,
no, ma'am,
I
dad
stay with
gotta
her
do his
too. I
show.
stay with her too.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing too, though.
Eh?
I would have done the same thing
you
too.
know,
Right.
my executive director from my company, I was home and she called. And then my
Yeah.
daughter picked up the telephone. He said, "Oh, can I speak to Mr. Toro?" And my daughter goes, "No, I'm not allowed to wake up my dad when he's sleeping." Blah, she hang on the phone. She
You
didn't even let
joking?
me. When I went to work, the woman said, "Oh my God, I love that daughter of yours. Please let me borrow her." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I called. The young lady told me she's not allowed to disturb her dad, and she hangs up the phone. But my kid, when corporate call, they will bring the cell phone to me in my room."
You say, wake up, wake up, wake
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
they would knock on the door and say they said corporate on the line
Yeah.
just to deliver me the phone.
Yeah.
When the
Corporate on
little
the
girl,
line.
she was clear and she didn't even wait for me to give any excuse. She hangs up. I said, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Lucia. I call her the American Queen."
Okay.
What caught your attention today on social media across the landscape? Miss Wenley.
My attention today. I don't think I got anything from our country today. I think what I gathered was international when
International.
a young lady was attacked in London today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to follow the stories. The only thing I heard of that, I think you share that in our chat.
Hmm.
The speaker
Yeah.
about the speaker. Oh, did I see on the
Quality
screen
appearance.
somewhere?
On the radio.
No, I saw it on my screen while browsing through,
Right.
where Speaker Fanatic Kofa something about the recovery, the asset
As a
recovery.
recovery. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. He had a news conference, a
right, right,
radio appearance today that was simulcast on various networks. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think I was between sleep and wake.
Hmm.
What caught my eye was the press conference from the Ministry of Information and Tourism.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Given, they are taking credit for even projects that are 90% done by the WIALE administration.
Hmm. That's why we play the song Liar Man.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, what were you talking about? Those
You,
funding was there before you even got
you
elected.
haven't gotten an approved budget yet.
No.
Exactly.
Eh?
Oh my God.
You
It
you
was,
you haven't you haven't gotten a budget yet.
you know what caught my eye? He's
Uh-huh.
telling people that, we're about to sign another deal. That's a done deal. You haven't signed. How's it a done deal when you haven't signed it? I can
Right.
stand there and say, "Oh, I'm about to be 7 feet tall." That's a done deal. I haven't grown an inch. I'm 5'4" since then, and I'm still going to be like that. Maybe I die, you
Right.
know.
Right.
But it was just funny how they can sugar water everything. They are talking nonsense with confidence, and I looked at it. Yeah, LeBron need lots of work. LeBron need lots of work. Information minister, people counting on you, but and then you have the what's the name, the IG from the police reporting on the King George thing. It just pissed me off. I didn't even go through it. You waited until now, you know.
Yeah. Sam Riggs said Yeke press conference today. And Eddie Mayata Song Belema said, for me, it was Yeke recommitment to keep firing. And Lady Domba says, absolutely. You listen to Yeke? I didn't listen to Yeke today.
I
No, I
don't really
didn't.
follow Yeke. I
Right.
don't like. Look, for once, for
Except for the
me,
clippings
yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
he
When you post
played.
a clip,
I
I will
didn't.
watch it. But for me to follow Yeke is very much. It's hard for me to carry
It's hard.
myself in that position. No,
Right.
even though what he doing, I mean, he might call it balance. He did that to where I didn't like it, and I don't like it now. But I kept my mouth shut because I was having the same argument with George Toto.
Right.
You know, he posted the thing and he was trying to say, oh, why Yeke doing it? Nobody said, I think, but when Yeke was causing Joia mom and all the other people, you kept quiet. You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then he had one of his surrogate or Flomo say, oh, what did you do doing when Yeke was causing why you didn't do nothing? I said, I did something. I obeyed the law that the president passed. He decriminalized free speech.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in the conference of the law. So I obeyed the law. That's what I did. You need to obey the law and leave Yeke alone. And start sending NSA to summon people. NSA, not police.
Right.
That's a secret service. That's a CIA. CIA, America do not arrest people. CIA arrest you, which means you are missing.
Yeah.
There's nowhere they will find you. They can't arrest you. So NSA, someone or Yeke Koluba that just Tabata, I don't know, they're trying to scare him.
Mm-hmm.
But
the LMP responded to him.
to his letter, yeah.
His letter. They responded to his letter. You know, you got to put fire on top of bar for it to war.
No,
You know,
they are tasting their own jolobo they cooked for Jowia.
Yeah.
And Jowia was just taking the steam himself. They thought that it was killing him, but now they have to drink the entire kilo cup sitting in front of them.
Absolutely. Well, thanks much, Miss Wenley and Mr. Solo Senior, the constitutionalist. Folks, welcome to other people. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. You are free and opportune to chat in. You can comment. We'll read your comment, post it also on the screen so that everybody sees it. And we talk about it, your concerns and what I feel. That's the one thing about this show is very interactive. You know, we try to cross pollinate where it be
cross pollination.
Pollinate. Yeah, cross pollinate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that goes with verbal conversation.
Communication, yeah.
I thought that has to do with plans.
I get OBAB credit for that. On the show, he never disappoint.
No.
I'm ourselves. Say, if you're going to start with new words.
Sarah Dopo, where are you? Sarah Dopo's good English.
Yeah.
That good English there.
Yeah, I love my brother AB.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Cross-pollination. Mr. Gilbert, I want it on you. That good English.
Good creativity.
Good English there.
Yeah, good English. Cross-pollinate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing before we go into our monologue, quite a number of you say you can't find the show. You can't see the show. You need to look at your AB said I want to go English. Yeah. You need to go to your accounts or go search for Jide Hard Talk. The page with a capital G, capital H, capital T in the middle. That's the page. That's what we broadcast on. Search for that. Make sure you are following it and you like it. All right. Facebook did a number of upgrades, so it kind of put people off balance or off gear and what have you. So you need to do that, even if it means that you unfollow and then you follow, then you do that. It will reset everything. I think try that.
Yeah, and one more thing, Mr. Gilmore.
It's not
if you're watching GST, if you're watching GST, look at your bottom screen. Facebook will suggest if you want to see more of this.
Yeah.
If you say yes, then it will show you. But when you say less, then it will take it off.
It will take it off.
You gotta pay attention to that. You know.
Yeah.
Because GST is so unique that even if you're broadcasting, they can take a commercial break. Facebook do take a commercial break when you're broadcasting. You know.
Yeah.
So, but they will have the show at the bottom. You still watching it.
You still want to see more of this? Yeah.
So yeah.
I can only see that on my cell phone, and I can click on it. But on my laptop, most time I don't.
Right.
Don't unfollow and follow it.
And follow again. Yeah. Do try that too. And then if you see the message from Facebook, do you want to see more of this? Say yes, you click yes. And every time Facebook is sending notification, but it has nothing to do with us. Please. Yeah. We are not the cause of you not getting the notifications. So please pass the word around and let's get going. Senior analyst Delano Tamasa. Good evening. Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, the wise man.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing fine, and you? Let me say good evening to you too as well, and uh, our chief parliamentarian,
The constitutionalist.
the constitutionalist Arthur Solo, the lifestyle of the pro-poor,
Yeah.
a beautiful sister, Roslyn.
Yeah, Tom,
How are you? But it's great. It's great. I don't know. Yesterday was in limbo. The watchman and we got searching and I said, elect the watchman in Pluto or on ice. You know.
Yeah. The AB Corner will say, "Don't relitigate."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's great to be back. I mean, yeah, man. It's great to be back. We missed the show yesterday.
Right.
But it's great to be back. Let me say hello to our people that are following us. It's always an amazing thing and humbling to us to have you people tune in to listen to us. We are so grateful for that. But it's great to always be on the global stage.
Absolutely. It's great. It's great to have you too. Tamasa. Is the madam back yet?
Oh yeah, she's back. She's back.
Okay.
Tamasa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tamasa.
Yeah.
I fired the protest. I want to see your face, my man. You been behind that round white something for too long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can be the powerful
when I get on base, you know, but you know, I'm on base. That's why.
Okay, all right. You can't fire and protest right now.
Yeah, no, man. You know, when you're home there, I mean, you relax, so you can do things. You know.
No, I get it, brother. I get it.
The man right now, that government boom. A government farina.
That government farina.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, what your other nephew Eddie Bellman say? He said, Mr. Gilbert, please do LEC roll call because Tamasa always in the dark.
I read around some new era, so you know, man, you know, from there to call it to booster quarter, you know. Yeah. And I hope let that go, Eddie. No lag.
All right, folks. I mean, you guys, you got your open lines. You can chat in anytime. Welcome to all of you. Today, in our country, we saw the executive management posted Joseph Boakai was going to attend a graduation ceremony of at-risk youth, or aka Zogos, a program implemented by the Youth and Sports Ministry. And let me hasten to say to you that while government is continuity, it should behoove the new government to do the needful. Acknowledge what you met and how is it going. Who did what? Okay. The CDC-led government, the minister at the time, D. Zoga Wilson and his team, of course, supervised by President George Weah, were able to source over $3 million for the program you saw that happened today in our country, Liberia. Okay. That program was started, and there will be many others across the country, not just Monrovia or Monserrato. That program was started. You will recall what the program name? Somebody help me out here. It was funded by European Union, the World Bank, and what have you.
Is that a TVET?
TVET.
Okay.
The TVET program.
Yes.
It's across the country. All right. And this particular program that was held today, the training was done, completed. Only waiting for graduation date. Okay. And Boaka wants to take credit, and the people around him are pushing it to take credit for something that he did not do. That is outrageous. That is highway robbery, daylight stealing. You have not had any budget. The budget is not yet approved. It's being debated. You are taking 1/10, 1/12. Sorry, 1/12 every time. 1/12 is they divide the whole budget in 12 equal parts, and he gave you that one part, 1/12, while the debate is going on. You have not announced. Somebody prove me wrong here. I stand to be corrected. Has there been any grant, donation, loan that have come into the Boaka government since he took over? Has there been any country, any organization, international partners that said, "Oh, today we enter into an arrangement, an agreement with the government of Liberia, and we're going to source 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 20 million for XYZ program"? Has that happened? No. Nope. It has not happened.
Yeah.
And even if it happened, it does not happen, or you don't get the money overnight. No, it does not happen like that. That's why you see governments will sign an agreement for funding from international partners. After they reach that agreement, then they begin to make requests for the money. And over time, before those monies are delivered, we have not seen that happen. Same thing with the roads that is being built in the country, the RIA highway, the EWA roundabout, the EWA to Coca-Cola, everything that's going on developmental wise. Boaka have not had one penny, $1 that he has secured, sourced by his government to say, this is what we got for this project. How does he take credit? Or even if you want to take credit, why don't you acknowledge the past that did the work, that did the heavy lifting? You know, the thing here is, people, especially in this Boaka government, including himself, have realized that Boaka, as vice president the last 12 years, when he said they squandered so much opportunities, they want to make themselves look good, that they are achieving, that they are achieving so soon in their first 100 days. And we know nothing has happened to the country except hardship. Gasoline was $720, $750. Gasoline cannot be $950. Then you say you reduce the price of gasoline. Yeah,
That's a joke.
That's a reverse. You put the country in reverse. 25 kilogram bag of rice, could not be sold for $2,750, $2,750, or $3,000. And now people are buying it $3,500, $4,000, and then you say you reduce the price of rice. It's not possible. $50 or keke ride or motorbike ride is now $100, $75, $100. How is that a rescue operation? It's failed attempts by this already failed government of Joseph Boakai. They are fighting. Even the appointments they are making, they are failing at it. Or they have failed at it. The appointments they are making, they appoint you, they recall you, they replace you. Like they play many nanny more, catch the rabbit by the tail. Oh, my man, next time we'll catch your knee. Failed government already. Within her first few days, going up to 100 days. Fighting for things that, let me tell you something you should look for in the coming days. And this is coming out of Kakata. We got the intel that the health team went to Kakata a few days ago to arrange with the health team on that side. I think it's the hospital that got burned or something, and President Weah managed to recondition that and all of that for those less fortunate and mentally challenged folks, young people that are mentally challenged, to give them rehabilitation on drugs and what have you, to rehabilitate them. Waka have not done anything, but they want to pack his 100-day deliverable.
Resume.
His resume for 100 days. So the health team went to Kakata to go and plan similar thing that happened in Monrovia today, that graduation. They went there to say that hey, the president 100-day deliverable, we got to make it look good. So you try to recondition or do some kind of quick fix here. We'll bring some people so that you can say you graduated them. They went through the training, you graduated them. So the people say, but we ain't got nowhere to put people in now. They say, okay, what you need? We need mattresses, we need this, we need that. And if people get that list, be on the lookout for Kakata program coming up anytime within 100 days. Be on the lookout. All right? Be on the lookout. I mean, what a shame. What a shame for a government that came say they are a rescue mission or they came to rescue the country. Do not even have their foot in the door yet. Okay? They don't have their foot in the door yet. They don't. Just chasing after civil servants, trying to get people out of job, out of work, and trying to hire their people, as if to say those who are trying to get out of work are not Liberians or they don't qualify. How can you come out to say 40,000 people didn't go through the process or were not hired legally? Then how did they get social security numbers? How? How did they get social security number if they were not hired legally?
You call my face, Mr. Gilman.
That I mean that I mean that the system.
Better.
Yeah,
It's better.
it's better, and we'll put you right in the middle too.
Yeah, the lone female,
The
right?
lone female.
Yeah,
The lone female girl.
yeah.
They get some female boy there.
Female body. Oh
So
yeah.
that the female girl will get here.
You get a female girl.
We call that gay ball.
Girl boy there.
He, she, no. We not doing he, she here.
No.
A bouquet.
Abby, Conan, let's take this time to welcome you. How you doing, my man? Brother Conan?
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening to all of you. The great Delano, my dear sister, the lone female girl, my dear sister Rosalie, and then the constitutionalist, Chris Solo.
Yeah.
Yes. How Nebraska doing you? I hope everything is okay there with the family.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my brother, I know.
Abby, Solo Sia is the constitutionalist, but they're trying to do something in that Nebraska there.
I know, right?
To take away what natural
to take body of the
ballot. Yeah.
I don't know why he would do about that.
Our constitutional for Liberia now.
But it's great to be here, my brother. You know, listen.
Don't be Jerome Cordell.
No.
I know, right?
Only council for Liberia.
Yeah.
This-
He passed.
This topic that you're talking about right now, there's something they call jiggery-pokery. That's what these guys are engaged in. In essence,
what kind of rate?
What kind of
Jiggery.
jiggery-pokery. Jiggery-pokery. That's they try to be dishonest, and they are operating in deception to deceive the people.
Deceive the people, yeah.
Yes, because if you're going to not even get the courtesy or shamelessly, like you stated, how can you fix something when you don't have money approved to you? You don't have money legislated to you. How? Where did you get the money for it? Much you talking about? Because look, let me tell you, my brother. When George Weah CDC government took over, the Japanese highway was under construction. Yeah. President Weah did not run over there to go wholeheartedly take that project to take glory for it. At the time, he decided to dedicate that particular role. He invited Madam Salih over there.
Yeah.
But for you to come and jump on and then you want to claim it and then be part of your so-called 100-day achievement or goal or whatever it is, that's the reason why I use that word on them. Because it's just high level of deception.
Absolutely.
And you cannot operate like that. You go 3 months without a budget approved yet.
No.
What planet you might be living on if you can't even get a budget?
You can't get a budget approved.
You can't get a budget.
Imagine had this been a CDC government.
Then they're running all over the place.
Yeah. They will begin to say people are stealing. That's why they didn't have a budget.
That is just one of the simplest thing to do, especially for a brand new government. Every legislative branch will be running to have your budget approved so that you can start getting your feet wet.
Yeah.
But nothing of the kind. It's not even happening. You're talking about you're going to be to programs, TVET.
Yeah.
TVET is like one of the signature achievement that operated under. The guys at the Youth and Sport Ministry,
Yeah,
Zogos
Wilson,
they tower
Isaac
that
Dole,
every time.
Peter Beamer.
Beamer there, they tower that. How they call it? Guy Andy Kwame there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys tower that thing every time. And for you to come and stand there, you're talking about so
And
people.
did not even extend an invite.
And don't be surprised at the completion of the Ramos International Road. Don't be surprised when they need that road, Joseph Barker Highway. I'm telling you, don't be surprised.
That will rename it.
Yeah, so
that one there will be a fight.
because I'm just looking at that road.
Yeah,
and I see the level of work being done over there. The speed.
And Edwin Snow spoke about it.
Indeed, he mentioned it. And the people that talk about that place being a death trap, where are they today? They cannot even comment.
No.
That there was a president that mustered the testicular fortitude.
Yeah.
The hell of a big boss. They say, you know what, the road can't read or shine. I will make sure that the road should be what it ought to be.
Mm-hmm.
But today they will tell you, they say, oh no, but it's here happy that Baka doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Baka are not even, in fact, even getting a budget approved, are not even getting any external loan granted to them. Are you talking about, say, you're fixing things? Come on now. My brother, it's just the intro, man. It's great to be here.
No doubt. Thank you very much. And Favor Morris, welcome to you there. Benito Chia, Sam Ricks. And Favor says, so true, AB. Sam Ricks, Bazooka has spoken again. Yeah. Absolutely, it would never be. They come and say they want to name that road after Joseph Boakai. We got where his name on record. Amara Kone, today's senator for Bapulu.
Yeah,
he's on record saying that yes, the design, everything was done by Unity Party, but it was George Weah government that got the funding, that sourced the money. Okay, so he's on record for that.
We will protest. Joseph Boakai been anywhere after he said we'll protest.
We'll protest, and we'll rename the place when we come back again. Yeah, I want to go on record for that.
Go there, Mr. Gimo.
Yeah.
And then weekend to that airport there.
Because you know, my brother, the reason I'm saying that, if you guys, especially if you guys can vividly recall, in Grand Cape County, the highway over there was Samuel Doe constructed our road.
Yeah,
because
right?
Yeah, the Nigerian government, all the people there, some
Babangida Highway.
So they named it Babangida Highway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but if you got nothing that you to show, you got to find something to put your knee on it too, so that history will carry you.
Yeah.
So that's I think. Look, don't be surprised on that.
But you know,
if you got a bunch of shameless people that
what the songwriter Takunje say, your vision and your mission to this country is poor. You don't get nothing to show. They lie.
They lie to us.
The people fool us. I'm telling you.
People fool us. People lie to us.
There you go.
The
government betray us. They can lie. They can steal. They corrupt. They connive.
You know, Mr. Gamer.
Even LeBron say connive. They say connap.
Connap.
Yeah, the kidnapper. They call them kidnapper.
Yeah. Let's speak on your nap.
Yeah, just in a line. We got
to add some words to the dictionary too.
Yeah.
Webster got to get some words from Liberia too.
Absolutely.
Konapa.
They can rename him Mr. Gamer, but we are glad we got
Prince Double. How you doing, young man?
Yeah.
Problem with the prairie.
Yeah.
I'm a prairie.
So Konapa they won't take credit.
Yeah, my brother. So I mean, to even do that, I mean, the deception. I mean, it's just mind-boggling, and they're forgetting to know that everything, the social media, have decided not to conceal anything anymore.
No, it's not quiet.
Whether you want to or not, it becomes an open book situation now. It has. So for you to sit there and then be talking about issues that has to do, even the Kakata situation you're talking about. If you recall, I think what President we have visited, because the hospital you're talking about, my brother, that CS running hospital in Kakata, that got burned over there. And although the hospital had not been constructed because the president just went there broke ground, but their facility that they try to create for those the underprivileged or whatever guys you can call them. I don't want to use the Zogos or whatever it is. So they had a facility that even, and then to the point he interacted. The president, I mean, the former president George Weah interacted, interfaced with the guys, and they even commended his effort as someone that were doing X, Y, Z. So to go back to such a facility and then try to lay claim to it that you think that you know what did it, trust me, people are reading through all of those things. It doesn't require rocket. Even the marketers, the Deliverables sellers, they're reading through all of those things. They know exactly what's unfolding in Liberia, especially the contemporary Liberia that we find ourselves today. So you cannot go be laying claim to things that they didn't. You have played no part thus far. God, just classify that. You didn't source funding. You never signed any agreement with construction people. You didn't do anything. Yes, we agree. Government continued it, but today, if you want to lay claim, it's just like what you're doing when you are quoting people, especially from a written book. You always give that credit, acknowledgement. Oh yes. So and so, I quote so and so from so and so. That's the prudent thing to do. Otherwise, the next thing to call you to say you're lifting the man words and they grab for plagiarism. I mean, all the kind of thing. So you don't do that.
No, you don't.
So, brother, it's great to be here, man, and I'm happy to see all of the great people and then our GST family. I know last night they were eager to hear, but in the maybe
apparently you are not following where
listen, Rosie, you know what happened? Apparently Brother Gamer decided to celebrate the day with me yesterday, but then the sleep here, so he couldn't wake up to celebrate.
Why you into that celebration?
Your spot always here. We welcome you back. Come back.
It's a cow.
Chairman Toto. You never
George asking you.
You excommunicated yourself. You been following, but you excommunicated yourself. You are always welcome anytime. All right. I will share the link with you if you want to come in anytime. Just let me know. You're always
limited to come anytime.
Yeah, man.
That's the global stage is for everybody. Clay Richards. Now why Yega Kolba is on his back, the way on rest. Absolutely. We saw another 200 names published in the appointment.
Immediate appointments.
Yeah. And then the side attraction, I see my man John Lobo name that year.
The master giving payroll to Gemo. He's still giving
payroll name that yet.
Remember on that side attraction, Vani Saki, where is he? You know,
Vani Saki.
Saki.
They know them to be I don't know, warm-blooded or hot-blooded CDC. Don't welcome them. You know, I'm telling you.
Those are people that.
Imagine people who were appointed and they took their name from that. People who were on their side. Because they saw them hanging out with Kalasco and other people, they say that man, that CDC man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you talk about Vanisaki, Apekia.
Mr. Jimon.
Maybe they will treat them like they'll put that in that $250,000 package.
The pool
for the diaspora.
Oh, the diaspora
media. The media package that you give for
okay, so you probably fall under that.
You fall under that. Right? They'll be taking pay from there.
Okay.
Yes. When you not hear them making noise, they must know say they're taking a small thing.
Pay.
They're taking pay.
They're taking pay.
Yeah.
What, $50 per day? Or...
Vanessa coming jump from out of the hole.
My Richard will say, Chairman Toto got 10 position on GST. So, my man,
nobody can remove it.
Oh, not even the popular vote.
Yeah, you get a 10 position. Is perpetual. It's there forever, ever. Amen.
But Mr. Gamer,
yeah,
you're talking about the people taking credit. You know, this regime is like the parable the poor gave, the elephant and the rat. They came and then there's a market bridge. The elephant thought about the bridge for long, so it got on the bridge. The moment it put his step on the bridge, the rat jumped on the tail of the elephant. So the elephant started marching the bridge, rocking left, right, until the elephant make it across with a rat hanging on his tail.
Yeah.
The moment they get across, the rat turned around, put his hand on his shoulder and said, "Damn, we ready to rock that bridge." You know, the guy was part of the elephant weight.
Yeah, you're part of the weight.
So he like, "We ready to rock that bridge." The elephant looked and said, "Really?
Yeah.
You ready to rock that bridge? Where were you?" You say, "Oh, I'm on the bridge with you." That's the same thing they do it. So I agree with AB. They might change that whole Ramadan highway to Joseph Boakai Highway, and then you have to run to the Supreme Court because at the UNE brought your government in like I have brain to function. You know,
I know.
But you know what our people, it is good, you know, as we all said it, the social media that is widespread into the country, and looking at how our people now, they are fully following, even our people in Dan Wallace and various marketplaces, they are following major political events.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine when Boakai went and misinformed the people and talk about $20 million when the people came from you help me out with this. I'm talking about the money issue when it came up.
When President William said he left for the $1 million.
Yeah, for the $1 million. Even our people right on the side, they knew the difference. So to see all these projects that started with President William administration, our people are fully following. Yeah. It will be very, very, very disgraceful for Boakai to go and try to bid for these projects without even he congratulating the past administration.
Right.
It won't work. The people knows that when President William started in his first 100 days, they knew exactly the specific project that he handled. Within less than 3 months, President William were in France. He brought $10 million and put it straight to Minister Zogos Wilson and make sure they don't start that TIVA project.
Yeah.
While even the other feeder roads they were connecting, there were other new roads in Monrovia that the president, were opening, various communities.
Right.
So our people, they fully aware, very, very aware. So all the things that you'll be beefing with, at the end of the day, you'll still be called to book. So that deception and all the kind of things going by, it won't work. No. Our people are following. Mountain see there, they're following. The forces from Clarendon, the other communities, they are following. So to deceive our people in the kind of time and age where social media is open, and this information are clear, it will be hard.
It will be hard.
And we
Very,
just
very.
watching them.
Yeah, even April 29th can help you this time
Including the military logistic, Delano.
Yeah.
Those jeeps, those tankers.
That's
Fine.
UAE. UAE.
Yeah.
UAE give it to them, you know.
Mhm.
That's three of them they painted that this what they call them, the EPA using.
But you know,
Oh yeah.
Delano,
Black, I think.
the people. I mean, if the people could muster the courage to close the doors of the presidential lawn in front of George Weah, trust me, for me, nothing is off limit for me.
Nothing is off limit.
No,
And
absolutely. That's
not to
true.
surprise. To be honest with you, not to surprise me.
And that's that takes us to a video I want to play for us here. President Weah, when he won the election, what her name, Miss Chappie, was talking about reconciliation and this and that the other day. I told her, say, it starts from the head. Talking, about what Yaka doing and all of that. Yeah. When President Weah won the election, okay, when President, I will mute the video. I will just show it so that you see it, because it got a music, a Western music in the background, so that
Yeah, say Facebook can't say anything.
so Facebook can block it. So I will mute the sound from that video, so Facebook will not block it.
Jerome Gateman,
Yeah,
welcome.
let's just welcome Mr. Gayman. Man, you see my hair feather? My own is whiter than yours.
Man, you're too old.
Yeah.
I want you to buy you gotta buy the record at Yumbo.
You're getting too young around here.
Yeah.
You're
But
getting
man,
too young
You gotta
around.
buy the record at Yumbo from the 14 people.
I like it. You treating your beer good, man. I like it.
But man, my grandson will be 14-year-old tomorrow.
What?
Oh, happy birthday, young man.
So that's why all the thing for.
He dragged your mouth so bad.
Yeah.
You remember when you were young, your parents said, whatever you do to me, your children will do it
We'll
to
do
you.
it to you. Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Gayman. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. From Florida here. We're looking good.
Right.
Your
And,
barber not was small.
what caught your attention today on Liberia?
Everything.
Across social media.
Everything. I mean, it's like a potpourri. It's like a Chinese buffet. You can pick anything.
You can pick anything. The Chinese buffet in America now, they get palm butter there too.
That's right.
Listen,
I'm telling you, capitalism will win anytime. Wherever the money is, that's where they go.
That's where it is, yeah.
Right.
If your market call for palm butter, the Chinese will give it to you. So today in Liberia, what caught my attention is the most recent one is the list that the president just put out, the nominations.
Yeah.
The long list of
list.
Then at the end it says this list supersedes all previous
other lists. Yeah.
So I'm telling the guy who are on this list, don't be too happy because the next one
because the next list will supersede.
It will supersede this one.
Yeah.
Who does stuff like that? You appoint about 300 for the you say this one supersedes all the
other appointments.
So from the beginning,
I think what they here, what they are doing here is they're giving everybody 3 months. 3 months. You go, you collect your own 3 months. choppy. My man, no budget. Now you can take anything before the budget pass.
Project can pass.
3 months. So the 3 months ended. The first batch, the new batch now supersede that old batch.
Jeez.
So after 3 months again, you see another new set of appointments.
It is, and then the second one was this egregious propaganda coming from some guy named Josiah Joker. I call him the Joker.
Yeah.
I don't call him Joker. He's a Joker.
Joker, yeah.
I call him Josiah Joker. To come in and deliberately put up a lie that 40,000 people were hired by the President Weah, and he given them 90 days to regularize themselves. Now, if you look at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
The President Weah inherited 70,000 people from the Ellen Johnson government.
Yeah.
If President Weah added 40,000 to that, it would be 110,000 people.
Yeah.
They are saying now the total roll now is 67,000. So how is that possible?
Yeah.
So what he is doing over there, they are trying to put on a small screen to go through the roster and weed out people suspected of being seditious.
Seditious, yeah.
Sympathizers of sedition. And they know it's not 40,000. They will come out and lay about 20,000 of those folks off and say, bring their own people in and say, we clean the list of ghost employees.
Yeah.
We could have gone 40,000, but out of the 40,000, only 20,000 were affected. So what they are doing is taking out 20,000 people from the payroll to bring their own sympathizers there, their own folks. Some of these folks that are being laid off, they say they were not regularized. These people got official letters.
They got official letters.
They
got social security numbers.
They got social security number. They went to training.
Yeah.
They did everything they need to do, and their payroll being deducted. How can these people be illegal?
How?
Second, he is not telling the Liberian people how the payroll system was settled under the UP government in 2005, 2006, 2007, when they have 4 different kinds of payroll system. When the Weah people came in, they tried to streamline it into 2 separate line items. So here we are. The 40,000 that he's talking about are people outside of the CS, outside of the under Dr. Joker, wherever it is, Joker's administration.
Yeah.
So why he's not telling the Liberian people that the military is not under the CSA. The police is not under the CSA.
No.
The community colleges are not under the CSA. The autonomous agencies are not under the CSA.
Yeah. And they are all part of the payroll.
Of course, they're all part of the payroll.
Yeah, yeah.
So he is saying that we got 40,000 people outside of the CSA, but he's not telling the Liberian people who those 40,000 people could be. The police, the military, all of these people are not under the regular payroll scheme. And for you to say you want to put Maritime, the autonomous agency that are statutory, they are separate from the government payroll. They are separate. For you to put them under one umbrella,
right,
to control them, you have to pass an act. They have to voluntarily coordinate with you so you can have some semblance of governmental control. But they are not under your payroll because they are separate entities.
Right.
So Joker is here lying to the Liberian people.
He's lying.
And the Liberian people, some do not understand. So it is our job to tell the people, to explain to the folks,
right,
what is actually going on here.
Thank you, Mr. Gay, man.
Yes.
All right, folks. Again, welcome to all of you. Miss Chapin, good to see you here. I just called your name when I decided to play this video. I told you the other time, I said reconciliation starts from the head. So Boakai should extend the olive branch, not the other way around. So Yeke Koluba. We got story about Yeke Koluba too. So this video I'm about to play for you, or play for us, is President Weah. You see there it says Liberia's president-elect George M. Weah pays courtesy visit to Vice President Joseph Boakai. He was president-elect when he went to visit Boakai. All right? Because he ran against Boakai and he won Boakai in a runoff.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to visit Boakai to try to bring the country together. I believe it was at this gathering that Boakai submitted a list to him to maintain or retain in the government. Yes. All right.
Including his son.
Including his son, a maritime. Yeah. All right. So take a look and take a listen. You are not listening because there's a music in the background, a Western jazz tune music that is in the back. I don't want to play the video and then Facebook block it. So I will just play it without the sound. All right. We'll try to explain to you. You will see the visual and everything. This is the.
I didn't think they could block you too. Really?
Huh? Oh yeah, I can be fighting every time. I be disputing every time. I be disputing.
Wow. Yeah. Uncle Mike.
No doubt. All right, so there you go. The at the time, President-elect George Weah went with the First Lady, Claire Marie Weah.
Yeah.
Okay. Went to go visit Boakai. Yeah. Let's bring the country together after a tough fight. All right?
Yes.
After elections, George Weah, a man of peace, went to visit with Joseph Boakai and his family.
Yeah.
Okay? He introduces the First Lady, Claire Marie Weah.
Yeah, what's your body language of that papi?
Yeah. And I don't even think his wife Katumu was even there.
She was there.
Okay.
She refused to come outside.
She refused to come outside. She
bowed down there.
You see the First Lady and he carried a gift. He carried a gift. I don't know where is that there. But he carried a gift. Maybe that's a silver gold box.
Watch.
Maybe the Rolex.
That a Rolex. Yeah.
You never know.
You see, Katumo is not there. Maybe she came later on. But look at the setting.
There were other women there, I think that's why.
Yeah. But the president-elect at the time went with his wife, the First Lady, and they called Boakai Sam racing a spare battery they carry.
Somebody said the car.
The late Muna Pelham.
Yeah.
The car keys. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We are so rest in peace.
Yeah. So Yeke Koluba statement that Boakai and Webb were making first, they were not in good terms. It's being exemplified here in this video.
That's correct.
Yeah. All right. The president-elect went to see him to have a conversation to bring the country together. Let's make peace.
Yeah.
Let's do all we can. This is a small country. We need to work together. All right. And he sits there on the north his head. But while being so vindictive.
Oh yeah.
So not
Yeah.
here. You get shaky there.
Just shaking your head.
Yeah.
Julius Metal said Katumu Bwaga were in the kitchen out there cooking.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Presiding.
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Presiding.
You are nodding there.
You are nodding. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was historical though.
Very.
The man who won the election go meet the
Go
loser.
visit you.
Go visit the loser.
The loser coming to the man.
And you see, they never show Katumu.
No.
Because she was not there. The people are leaving. We never saw Katumu in there. Okay. And
wow.
That's what happened.
Somebody said they were making palaver then. Like Katumu.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The country first Gatti passed away. Said they were making palaver then. Yeah. Lawson Zilli. Joseph Boca is very deceptive old man. Eddie Mayata said, wow. With this free and peaceful mindset, President Weah to GMB and GMB can reciprocate.
No.
Ebi, that good English there?
That one a good English there.
For him to reciprocate, he got to participate. Oh.
That's right.
Participate.
That good English there.
And after you precipitate, they gotta give you certificate.
Yeah. All right.
You guys.
That's the figure there. I will try to share it on the page so that you can listen to it and understand what we're talking about here. All right. A vindictive man. With all of these things that happen, but I can't remember.
Always at the receiving end.
Always at the receiving end, and always paying back, paying good with evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Right? Yeah.
A graveyard you only receive.
Yeah.
Yeah. The graveyard. The church and the mosque, people can just go there.
Thank you.
Yeah, they can't come to you. I tell you. No.
But Mr. Gilman, if you saw the list today, there is no more separation of church and state.
We're coming to air.
We're coming to that topic.
I'm telling you.
You start that topic because you read there. I put that compromised. The appointment of religious leaders, Imam Ali Krai and Reeves, tell how compromised and double standard these people are.
But you should see
they were all outspoken against the CDC government, but remained quiet during this failed rescue liars.
That's the duplicity. That's the duplicity they talk about.
Take it away, Jerome. Give me.
It is. I mean, when I went down the list, you just named 2 or 3. There might be about 7 of them.
Yeah. No, but these are the leaders.
These are the leaders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ali Krai is the chief imam of the Republic of Liberia.
Absolutely.
He is.
Absolutely.
And let me not interrupt. Go ahead, my brother.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ebi.
The fact of the matter is that, like I said, obviously I'm from that background.
Right.
But if you're gonna have these people, there's no way I'll be working for Jerome Gay, man. I got to give account. I got to report to him, and you expect me to come critically to speak out against him in society.
Yeah,
you should be the moral conscience of society. You have to be there to checkmate and then call a leadership's attention But if you're there taking a paycheck, come on, what are you going to say? Even the wrongs are happening. The duplicity they talk about, that's it over there. Because
That's it.
back then, you guys were there, and rightfully so. You play your role as religious leader to call authorities' attention to shortcomings.
Yeah.
So we expect you to continue to play such a role. But if you're going to be there, oh, I got to report to this other board meeting, the president appoint me, and people calling you, congratulating you. Oh, man, you are answerable to this president. Full stop. There's no way that you're going to write something up or you're going to be critical. Even if there are ills in society, you cannot. You will not get the moral standing to do it, because why? You work for the power that be.
Yeah.
So, my brother, I just wanted to get back into the conversation. We got a lot to
Absolutely.
talk about.
Yeah, I'll just look at that video. Video from 2018. Yeah, Mr. Gilman. Yeah, I think President he's a true leader. Yes, and really showcase how leaders, if you are a leader, your intent, they always supersede personal, thing. It always go beyond, and create that enabling environment for the nation. If only the other party will understand things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the example that President Weah showed 2018, right after that intense election, people ran to court. There was hooling back and forth. And then right after that election, the president took his wife, the first lady, and then they drove to the opposition era.
Yeah.
And they sat with him and talked about the country.
In his house.
It's just something, I think that's something that we need to see, more frequently. And to just understand the kind of mindset President Weah has for our country. I mean, I saw it, I panicked because I didn't see the video before.
Yeah.
I haven't, I just seen it.
I'll put in the chat room.
Yeah, that the president, right after that election, and drive, just go to the defeated candidate party and sat with him and talk.
Yeah.
And today, this person now, he's at the center of power. And then he just saying,
doesn't remember anything.
Cannot remember all these things that have happened. Yeah, I mean, I just want to just point to that. But it's a really clear example of a true leader. To be frank, I just want to chip in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mr. Gaiman, you on the appointment.
It is, when you're looking at a personality of somebody who is exposed, enlightened, well-traveled, you can tell the difference. A man who have never left.
You can tell the difference between born and die.
I can tell you the difference between a man who has traveled and a man who only left Foya and then went from Foya. The only place ever traveled from Foya to Bo.
Yeah.
Foya to Bo, from Bo to Foya.
In fact, I meant from Bombay. I meant I'm from Foya. You take that man. Let him Bombay before take.
Everybody want to disclose it.
The man has not gone to Foya since he was.
The man at Bwaka. What got Bwaka in Foya?
There's no Bwaka in Foya.
No.
Look all over Foya. You're not for Bwaka there. So on the other side. You got that right, Tamasa.
Joseph Boakai, I mean, it looks like, on that list, I think he had about 40 people on that one list today.
Yeah.
Everybody in Liberia is going to be employed by this government. I saw Kwame Clemens.
Yeah.
Everybody you can think about. They give me free money. Because
Kwame Clemens appointed.
Anybody, I don't even know whether they had consulted these people or they just put their name on there to say, because I won't be surprised, send the law to live by propaganda. They will come back tomorrow and say, disregard our list, the new list not included.
They list supersede the old list.
Yeah.
Every other appointment. That's the second time they are doing that, Mr. Gaiman.
I know. That's why I pointed it out.
Yeah.
And we have to all the sympathizers, people who are hiding from if you, Mr. Gilman, if you were to call any unity partisan that you to argue with us here on this platform, you call them now, nobody is picking up their phone.
No.
Nobody. They're not appearing on no show. The other man, Mr. Kamara, that were on my show.
George Toto was just he's following the show. He said, Mike, am I stay higher with GST or what? So I said, my man, you always get your position.
Still here.
Yeah. And then another follower, my Richard Blair said, my man, you got 10 new position at GST. Come back to work.
and he can ESO because he's been paid by Joseph to be a spy on this show. That's $180,000 diaspora.
The man Jack got a PhD, the man at data or the man that ESO man.
You look in the man budget, the man says $180,000 for diaspora propaganda.
Yeah.
That includes spying on other people who will be talking bad things about Joseph Boakai. And you see George Toto here. George Toto will be on this show until you finish. He's recording it now as we speak. You can leave for him, go tell Joseph Boakai I done my job. They got to make out of
now. That you don't hear me.
Yeah.
Don't hear me. So, remember that music?
Right.
George Toto and I was on a platform this afternoon where he vehemently condemned Yeke Koluba for being abusive to the president. And I had to remind him that he and I were on several platforms where he was hailing
Yeke
Koluba, when he quoted to me that the freedom of speech of Liberia, the Constitution is guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
So today I reminded him of the several of those conversations he and I had. Then I told him today that Toto may be forgetting that President, we are decriminalized
the free speech,
hate speech through the Camara Act.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how violent it is.
Let's do this for all of us.
For each and all of us?
Yeah, for all together. What was that?
No, Jerome, the total then that selective amnesia.
Yeah, selective amnesia. But this is that Bushy Bank Keita, yeah, right?
What his name?
Bushy Bank Keita.
Yeah, Bushy Bank Keita, yes.
Listen to what he said.
Bushy Bank, that Jamaican man, Bushu Bantu. I
get all kind of text messages and people say they enjoying the show tonight.
Bushu Bantu Keita. You go from reggae music to what?
Yeah. Listen to what he said about the free speech and about Julie Andy case. Yeah.
The city solicitor in the Monrovia City Court filed a case on behalf of the government of Liberia against Prophet Key and charged him criminally because he made certain statement on his podcast that Julie Andy felt were insulting to her. It's in the affirmation on the arrest. So they charged him criminally for speech that he made. The part that I played in it was I called the city solicitor and I asked him, is it true that you have arrested Prophet Key on behalf of the government of Liberia and charged him criminally? He said, yes. I said, on what basis? He said, on the basis of a complaint filed by this lady who said that she was criminally insulted in his podcast. Then I asked, are you aware of the Table Mountain Declaration that Liberia signed, where Liberia decriminalized the criminalized speech? And are you also aware of the 2019?
Miss Welly, you're taking away yet? That time I reach.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our beautiful followers, and to all of you panelists, the host is out for a second. We're going to be right back. Don't go away. Stay tuned. So, Mr. Ebikroma, can you take it up from there? Because I think you were in flight when.
No, I think
they put one year your big vocabs back.
no, it's Ebi Kone, another DA director.
Oh, Ebi Kone.
I'll just wait for that disclaimer. You know, I'll just watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, Jerome can take it from you can take it as guys. I think he was in flight too, so you can go. You're trying to expand on that particular appointment thing there, so.
Jerry Gamer, go right ahead.
Yeah, what is, and I'm glad that I think George Toto may have left the line because he may not have listened to his own lawyer when he says that he supports the suspension of Yeke Koluba for being abusive to the president. It is against the code of conduct. It is against whatever. So I told George Toto, I think George Toto, it is a person like you or people like you that gave educated people from the diaspora a bad name, and we have become undesirables in Liberia. When you go to a certain segment in Liberia, so you're telling you from the diaspora, so, oh, did I come by again with a beep book and they come here and steal? That's exactly what Dr. Toto did to us. This is a man who was a few months ago, was defending Yeke Koluba and quoting all the constitutional rights. For him to have flipped in 90 days, for George Toto to say that Yeke Koluba is wrong and vile, and he should have no place in our society, that he supports his suspension, tells you how hypocritical. And I have to side with the Liberian people that some of us made ourselves to be the undesirables. When you get to Liberia with your PhD in either preaching, PhD in teaching, PhD in lying, PhD in fake degrees, when you go to Liberia, they put it in and here is a man whose name is so confusing that in my whole life, I never heard nobody named Bushu Bantu Keita.
I'm telling you, you are so right.
They come from everywhere. This man would definitely come from Bo. This guy, look at here, I can tell he's from 7 years. This man from either Kenema or Bo. He is not from Bassa. He's not from Maryland. He's not from Lofa. He's not from Nima. He's from Kenema.
From Kenema.
Yeah, this man from Kenema or Bo. He's not from but for him to say that Prophet Key is defended and protected under our laws.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's play the video.
Yeah.
Let replay it. Thanks, guys. Let's replay the video here.
But why the man feels looking at you gotta go to the loop?
The city solicitor in the Moreover City Court filed a case on behalf of the government of Liberia against Prophet Key and charged him criminally because he made certain statement on a podcast that to me any felt were insulting to her. It's in the environment on the arrest. So they charged him criminally for speech that he made. The part that I played in it was I called the city solicitor and I asked him, is it true that you have arrested Prophet Key on behalf of the government of Liberia and charged him criminally? He said, yes. I said, on what basis? He said, on the basis of a complaint filed by this lady who said that she was criminally insulted in his podcast. Then I asked, Are you aware of the Table Mountain Declaration that Liberia signed, where Liberia decriminalized the criminalized speech? And are you also aware of the 2019 Camara Act, where we repealed all the penal code sections that has to do with criminal speech? You said, well, I will that counselor, or show it to me. I said, okay, go and look at it. And if you see that speech of the kind that Prophet Key made has been decriminalized, that people cannot be arrested for it, then your best course of action will be to drop the case. Because you are suing in the name of the Republic of Liberia. You have a rate that says Republic of Liberia, by and through to the ending President Prophet Key. And it is not the government position. This government is not arresting anybody for speech. And it is not the government position. This government is not arresting anybody for speech, Prophet Key. And it is not the government position. This government is not arresting anybody for speech, government position. This government is not arresting anybody for speech, position. This government is not arresting anybody for speech.
All right. This government is not arresting anybody for speech.
But
Yeah.
They suspending a lawmaker.
Yeah.
A lawmaker.
They suspended him, or they want to?
No, they want to. This is
They want to. Hey, remember I want to?
Yeah,
They want to expel him, in fact.
They want to expel him. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So it's unconstitutional for
yeah. So what Yeke said the other day about Katumu Waka. Let me play it for all of us here, so that just in case if you miss it, because our Triple D department was able to find out a few things that indeed Miles SP Pelu, welcome. How you doing? Yeah. Welcome to you. Miss Boakai actually worked for Firestone. All right. She worked for Firestone. And we were able to find out that those Firestone workers that got the $48 pension, they went to Katumu to talk to her. Let's play the video, then we'll come back to that, okay? Let's play the video, the Yeke Koluba video.
I'm not a family spokesman, but I was in the meeting, they called me, and they have resolved to take this matter to the court, and myself has started. I thought Jojo then were going to take the camera to go and ask a pa, Joseph Boakai, who they saw the man with that work with Firestone. Joseph Boakai broke his wife with somebody that worked with Firestone. Before Joseph Boakai came to the presidency, Joseph Boakai and wife was not in good time because he broke his wife. I thought the adopted children of Joseph Boakai, the Tata, the Jojo, were going to ask the fellow, say, who you broke our man with? But instead, they resolve to blackmail, to damage a little child. Jojo, Tata, like your man was carrying to the hotel? No, you tell me, because people get only get concerned when they carry your girlfriend or your man. Jojo, like your man, I was carrying to the hotel. I took picture with your man. I'm going to post it on the Yega TV. And myself has started. I thought Jojo then were going to take the camera to go and ask the pa, Joseph Boakai, who they saw the man with that worked with Firestone. Joseph Boakai broke his wife for somebody that work with Firestone. Before Joseph Boakai came to the presidency, Joseph Boakai and was not in good time because he broke his wife. Out of the adopted children of Joseph Boakai, the Tata, the Jojo, were going to ask the fellow, say, who you broke our man with? But instead, they resolve to blackmail, to damage a little child. Jojo, Tata, like your man was carrying to the hotel? No, you tell me, because people get only get concerned when they carry your girlfriend or your man. Jojo, like your man was carrying to the hotel? I took picture with your man. I'm going to post on the
Alain Cyril Dopo there. Say, Mr. Gilbert, just turn it off.
I got a text here from one of the Joseph Boakai supporters.
Yeah.
He said, Mr. Gilbert, if you think Boakai can't make children, if you think he's impotent, bring your man.
They sound jealous and it's not coming.
I should take my man to Joseph Boakai to prove.
Yeah.
Wow.
They sound jealous and it's not coming. He said, the guy asking question in Philadelphia. I said, Mr. Cummings, I want to understand this thing. The people say you so and so this and that. That bullshit. That bullshit. What do you mean by that? Go bring your sister. Go bring your man. Go bring your girlfriend.
Listen. There's a signature lab that usually comes out of my dear brother Michael gave it.
Yeah.
When he saw some of those comical things, then you can say, eh?
And well, my job said, Mr. Gilbert, you eh? Yeah. All right. So I was trying to tell you guys, my daughter here, Nina Kuya, welcome. Good to see you. I was trying to tell you guys that yes, Katumu worked at Firestone. She was working at Firestone. So
what kind of work?
She was working at the hospital.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. She was working at the hospital. She worked at Firestone. And so
Jesus Christ.
I don't know that other part. but she worked at Firestone. Yeah. Yeah, she worked at Firestone. So her co-workers, they went to her to go talk to her, say, look, the thing Firestone doing to us here, with a $48 pension, say you first lady now, you used to work there. You know what we're going through. Y'all go talk to them. You can't talk to Firestone so they can increase our pension. It's been funny since Joseph Boakai was elected. Katumokia called a woman there or her friends there. The information is that to tell you how the family is mean. The people put together one time to Christmas time. So you go to Katumu and go sing Christmas carols. I later give her all late Christmas. Ever the last message, 200 women went there to go sing Christmas carol. And JNB and your wife get them $50.
You joking?
$50. 50 US dollar. $50. Not $50 issue for the whole group. I think
You
it was
say
about
what thing?
10 or 12.
What?
$50.
So 10 people, 10 people then divide $5.
Yeah.
Right.
$50. Yeah. And for you to give you for the 8 hours, I give you $50. I don't want it.
You added $5 to the 48. Now
Yeah.
you got 50. Now you got 50.
53. You're out for the 8 hours there. Divide it. Yeah.
I'll be level $2.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Miss Lawrence, Rochelle, how you doing? Yeah. Yep. I mean, the other story you get talking there, we digging inside it. But the other story that even if we find it, we're not talking about it yet because Miss Chappie and Sarah Duper will not allow us. I know. When you fight it, you want take knife to a gunfight?
Uh-huh.
Sarah Duper, you want to take knife to a gunfight? People fighting with guns. You see where Ukraine calling for? Ukraine calling for firepower. Because they left with also knives. And Russia there with all the artillery, the bazooka and everything.
And they shoot it from miles away.
From miles away. If you want to win the fight, you go for the jugular. Yeah.
The whole neck vein.
My late uncle, Kwame Witt's brother, my late uncle, one time I wanted to have frisky with him. You know, the man trying to discipline me, I want to grab a battle. Yeah. The man way older than me, I want to grab battle. Before I come to myself, the man boss it on a battle or coming to me.
Battle see battle.
And the man already open you.
They already open. Yeah. I would go battle first. I turned around, started running away.
Someone saw the stranger.
Someone saw them, my man play calope. I ran away. Serious thing. Serious thing, I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You know, so you don't go to a gunfight with knife. No, you don't. These people, I hope George Toto will come here. The show is not about you tonight, my man, but we're trying to let you know that you are welcome anytime. But you have to defend your past.
You gotta earn that money. You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it. You got 10 new position, yeah. Yeah. Those things that you defended, you have to defend them, stand by them now, today. And that's why Buju Ben Keita, the guy from where? Kenema?
Yes.
He said he reminded the people about the Kamara Freedom of Speech Act enacted by President George Weah, that you can't punish people for free speech. Free speech decriminalized. All right. If the press Yeke Koluba yesterday, who insulted today he praising the former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor. He praising her, but he insulted the woman to the core and other women. All right. You saw us play the video there where Yeke Koluba when he won District 10 again. Move your crocro ball. Let Yeke sit down. Who was he referring to? And the people dance. They celebrated him. All of the people that he calling today, no woman there, who can wear black, this and that. They all celebrated Yeke. All right. Let's put this post up. Where they celebrated Yeke. All of them, the very people today. This right here. Okay? All of the name brand you got to think about. Darius DeLong, Martin Colley, Amos Tware, Mo Ali, Spoon TV, the criminal Spoon TV, Patrick Horner, Yumbly Kanga Lawrence, Karishma Pelham Rad. Who the other one way up here? The Fadiga brothers. All right? They all praise Yake. They hailed him. They celebrated him for the same exact things he's doing today. When he did it to George Weah, it was okay. How is it wrong today? How is it wrong today? You know, consistency matters. It matters. Like in the case of the World Economic Crime Court, this platform has made time immemorial that that court will not see the light of day while we have Ellen Johnson Sirleaf stay alive. Okay? All of what is going on with the Senate, with the House of Representatives, the resolution here and there, Allen White sitting down in the background, and all those things. If you listen to Edwin Snow keenly, succinctly, clearly.
Good English. Good English.
If you listen to Edwin Snow, he said, let's discuss the War Crime Code in totality. All together. We might not go piecemeal. Okay? If you listen to Prince Johnson, he mentioned the decision, the ruling of the Supreme Court. When 49 Liberians, including Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, names were listed not to hold position in government, whether appointed or elected, for 30 years. Archie William challenged the government of Liberia and the TRC in court, and the Supreme Court ruled that the TRC cannot rewrite the laws of Liberia or write laws as they proceed with their recommendations. That there is no law on the books that bar anybody from holding position in a country because he committed a crime. So almost 25% of the TRC work was trashed, okay, by the Supreme Court. And that's what Prince Johnson said. Maybe he listened to us because we said it many times. And we have the ruling of the court. It's an 11-page document, the Johnny Lewis Court. Besides that, where will Uncle Sam sit down and see a Nobel laureate in Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to be prosecuted as a war criminal? When would that happen? This woman spent over $625 million, money that could have gone to build roads and highways in our country, on lobbyists in Washington, D.C. to clean her record, to make her look good and become the darling of the West. $625 million. Okay? They can't prosecute her. They can't prosecute her. All right? Jerome Verdier, who's behind Allen White, as a stooge of Allen White, took monies to remove Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's name from the list. Over $300,000 Jerome Verdier took. Okay? he and his colleagues on the TRC, the former TRC commission, they don't get along. The majority of them and Jerome Verder don't get along. One of the reasons is that he's unstable. Verder is unstable. He acts like he got some issues. Yeah. Like some kind of screw or screwdriver not in place. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah Dopo. 625 million. The thing was reported by U.S. Treasury Department. I will check how I will find that document. We had it, we published it here before. More than 5-6 years ago, we published that document. I will go back to find it. And I will republish the Supreme Court decision on this whole TRC thing. Okay? So all that thing you see happening is what Joseph Boyka told Prince Johnson. You think what made Prince Johnson to be brave to say, I am fixing my signature? Eh? You think what made Prince Johnson to be brave to say he going to sign the resolution? It's because Boyka gave him the assurance, the guarantee. My man, why you worry? They think that your team. And when my Ellen was there, when that recommendation came, and she sent it to you, and y'all kill it, nothing happened 12 years. Eh? Yeah, we don't get that. You say you're not stable. You're not unstable. He's a pathological liar. But that one making it unstable too. Both two of the words they go together. Yeah. All right. You say when Ellen sent it, and you're kidding that you're the elders. Yeah, I was there. I was vice president. What happened to it? When President Weah sent it to you didn't do nothing with it. Eh? But the pressure is on me from the international partners. So I will send it to you. Y'all do what y'all do. And then it will just be like that. Okay? So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're not going to see the World Economic Crime Court established with Ellen stay around and Boyka around. Both two of them will not see it. Maybe the Prince Johnson may not see it too. Yeah. Yeah. Eh? I'm saying maybe to him because he's still looking strong. Eh, Rosaline?
Yeah.
Eh, you copy?
I copy cool.
Okay.
Tango. You copy? Tango.
Yeah, you copy? Okay.
Tango.
It's the fact. Thank you, Sarah Dobo. She said, I believe it, Mr. Gable. It's the fact. And that's the American Congress, United States Congress. At one time they had a resolution, HR, I think 505 or 555, one of them, on Liberia World Economic Crime Code. The United States Congress had a resolution. And then what happened? Donovan from New York, Staten Island, and the other guy from California put together, the co-author that resolution. And when they took it in the chambers to discuss it, they said, let's give it 5 days. Let everybody take it home to go and read it. We read for you here the literature, what each person in Congress said about the resolution. And then there was a motion, oh, let's give it 5 days, let's take it home. That 5 days have not ended yet. You can't be calling me on Messenger when we're on the show, please.
Would a Prince Johnson calling you?
Yeah. Tango calling me. You following the show, please don't call me when you're watching on Messenger. Yeah. Okay? It's not going to happen. That HR resolution Ain't go nowhere. The Fadiga brothers were running without resolution. And I came on the same platform and we discussed it. I got hold of the word for word statements made by each representative or congressman. And we read it here. Ain't go nowhere, kaput. It's the same way resolution achieved in the Liberian legislature, both houses. They're going to send it to Boakai. Boakai going to look at it, send it back to them. It is the Senate, the Liberian legislature that will enact a bill, a law to create War Economic Crime Court. And the thing here is they have to agree whether it's going to be an international court with international judges and lawyers, or it's going to be a national court with Liberian judges and lawyers and all of that. All those sticky things, coupled with the reparation, $500 million, and other things recommended by the TRC.
But you know, my brother, just to interject.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can circumvent the supreme law of the land to that of a resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Because if only this whole thing is signing a resolution and being approved by the president automatically subjugate the Liberian law to that of that particular resolution.
Absolutely.
So I don't know whether, I mean, of course, we are on a legal minds, but that's what it entails. Because then you're giving authorization for the establishment of or legal institution that obviously have the potential of putting people behind bars for life or for protracted period.
Right.
So I don't know. Yes.
A resolution is an empty piece of paper that shows intent.
That's the point. That's what. Yes.
If these guys were serious,
it should be a bill at this time.
There you go.
Yeah.
And in fact, even if it's a bill, for it to be concurred, it has to be almost identical.
Yes.
The resolution from the House called for War and Economic Crime Court together.
Yep.
It was trashed in the Senate. What's coming from the Senate is War Crime Court. They left the economic thing out.
Yeah.
And they are saying it should be domestic.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. You have a case against Edwin Snow, which is domestic economic crime.
Yep.
And he went to the court and they say he was free to go because you had insufficient evidence, even though you have return checks, you have transfer account, you have money taken from the LPRC, you know where the money went. The money went from that account to Snow's account. You saw all of these and you still said there were insufficient evidence. Same thing with T. Nelson Williams. T. Nelson Williams was accused, taken to court, same thing. Every case that was tried, economic crime that was tried in Liberia, they were found not guilty. And Ellen herself decided that, listen, I cannot win anything here. I will leave it as is. So these same people, many of whom would be subjugated to the crime court, this economic crime court, decided to take it out of the hands of the international community or competent people. They say, you bring it to us, let us decide who is a criminal here in our court of law. The court of law is based on, is mostly on precedents. We have a president in Liberia that nobody who has stolen enough money. We're not talking about a guy who stole chicken. They will grab you and beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
But if you stole millions, like Edwin Snow and these guys, you will be found innocent for the lack of evidence, sufficient evidence. So this thing about economic crime court, war crime court is a charade. Joseph Boakai's government is in a quagmire, is not doing anything. Instead of us talking about the failures of this government, they put out their smoke screen.
Truly smoke screen.
And we're falling for it, and this thing is going to go on forever, and we are not going to discuss anything. What happened to the inauguration fund? We should be talking about it.
Everything has been swept under the carpet.
Because we're talking about war and economic crime court, which is a fiasco.
Yeah.
What happened to the $650,000 that went to the different counties on a Luster Tape?
Yeah.
Another revenue. another revenue.
What kind of revenue?
I have no clue.
They're burying your hand always in their cooking job.
Yeah, they always out there. And look at the offering in his church is going down. So he wants to go and snatch. He wants to go and snatch and grab.
Do you guys know that man own a school in Liberia?
Yeah, he owns a school.
Stealing school?
Can you imagine
university, right?
Eh?
That university? Or
no.
What? High school?
Elementary school.
Elementary, yeah.
Everybody in Liberia got a university.
My little nephew was attending our school.
So you are responsible.
So you pay school fee there?
Yeah, you are responsible for bringing it for sustaining.
My nephew has been taken away from there a long time.
Wow. So Mr. Gilman, this is what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Their propaganda has succeeded. Because we are not talking about that list that just came out that supersedes the first list, that supersedes the other list.
Yeah.
We are talking about something that we talk about pie in the sky. That a resolution, that's why they are pie in the someday we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But they know what to do. Lawmakers know if you want to pass a law, you pass a bill. You introduce a bill, and Elvis Murray, thank you for sustaining Reverend Pastor Tape. That's why I got him fat like that. He's living on you guys. So here we are. These people are talking about everywhere you go now is all about war and economic crime.
War and economic crime code. Something that will not happen.
The $42 million that Joseph Boakai got the first 3 months, what happened to that money?
The first 1 month.
Yeah, the first 1 month.
Yeah.
What happened to the $42 million budget cut that he talked about, and he added $21 million? What happened to that? The difference of $19 million.
Yeah.
It's earlier.
So we're not talking about all of these things. We're talking about war and economic crime court. And there's no bill. There's nothing. Someone talk about resolution. We here discussing resolution. Yeah. A resolution. Ladies and gentlemen,
resolution.
We have been hoodwinked.
Yeah,
We've been
I think Mr. Gilman.
Yes.
And the wise man.
Yeah.
I think a few weeks ago we discussed about this. But sometimes I look at things, I say, but I think there are a lot of things that Mr. Gilman said, that I think like there's a buffet because there are a lot of things to talk about. There are a lot. But the issue about the war crimes court, I think what is disturbing is the way the situation is being handled. But my position on this, I truly believe, as a nation, before we move ahead, there should be
some closure.
A war crime court or economic crime court established. We have existed for so long, and there are a lot of things that have happened in our country. There should be a clear-cut deterrent setup. How? This is a debate that every well-meaning Liberian need to have their
it's true.
impulse.
It's true, Tamasa,
Yeah,
that the
so no,
court
I'm
should
coming.
be.
I'm coming. Let me just give
Yeah.
my own position. So I gave
Okay.
my position last week,
Yeah.
and I'm giving that. The processes leading to there where it is highly confusing at
Okay.
this moment.
Thank you.
But if we want to look at the processes and we not discuss the processes, and we just want to trash out the idea that there should be accountability for people that have committed mayhem, whether economically, when it comes to the war that fought, there should be a rallying point that we as Liberians, we have that authority, that's power, to call members of the national legislature and to tell them how we want things to be done. I think if we can hold that particular way and we can follow that particular trend, I think it will be better. But then if we just categorically, because of the way they're doing things and we're trying to trash it, I believe, I don't think that would be better for our country. Whether it should be on a Bwaka or after a Bwaka or this, that which of course we will decide. But I think there should be the point here that we as Liberians, whether we want accountability for people to go and justify and clear their names out, or we just want to table it, we should come to that point. Because if we keep piling up, sometimes it gets things confusing. We know the politics is ongoing. There are things that are happening now. We can discuss it. But the issue about the war and economic crime code, I think as Liberians, we have to come with definite position to know what do we want. And that position, I think, need to be made clear. And there where I stand. For me, I support the war economic crimes code.
We all do.
But the processes leading to that, we need to really, discuss that and tell them what do we want? How do we want it? How
we want it.
Yeah.
Christopher Barclays just said it. He said, yes, we agree to establish a war crime code in Liberia. But let us start from the source, from 1989 on how it started. Who sponsored and who organized the start of the war in Liberia? All of those things have got to take precedence, or let's say, giving credence.
I oppose the establishment of war and economic crime court in Liberia, and I will tell you why. You are talking to a man who is the nephew of the late Tom Wowoyu, who was there and who knows the player in the initial planning of this war between East Orange, New Jersey and New Rochelle, New York. And when I begin to call the names of those who planned and financed the war, you will understand that establishing a war crime code in Liberia to grab Prince Johnson and Yeke Koluba and Butt Naked is like going into the ghetto over here and grabbing those drug dealers on the street that are peddling crack or reefer or cocaine.
And leaving the kingpins out.
Yeah, by the nickel bag. And you coming out there with your squad and breaking down all these doors and grabbing people and putting them in jail and say, we clean the street. But yet and still, when you go down on the other side, you see all the yachts. You see all the helicopters that are bringing in the drug by the tons. They are bringing them in. You're leaving them out. And you're going down on the street of Detroit or Newark, New Jersey or downtown Miami and grabbing those little people. So you take 10 or 20, come back there. And that's what you are doing. Do you think, I do not want to call any names here, but let's just take Ellen, for example, because she admitted that she was one of the initial depositor.
Yeah, $10,000.
Yeah, which I know was, 10,000 is a lie. So here we are. Do you think the war and economic crime is going to come to New Rochelle, New York? and grab some of these names that will be called. In fact, Tongo, would you mention some of those names in his letter to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf?
Right.
Are those people, these people are not going to be touched. They are not going to be called. And not only will it not be called, but they also have the ability to do it again. Because they have the resources they use on the wall. They were able to replenish it in the 12 years that Ellen was in government. They have reloaded and they have returned to their caves. We are not going to go after those people because I know them very well. I know them personally. So why should we go after the common man or the child that was conscripted at the age of 12, 13, those child soldiers? You're going after child soldiers, the butt nakeds of the world. Charles Taylor and their group admitted that they introduced crack. These people now you're calling Zogos in Liberia, their parents. Some of these kids you were talking about, they were born addicted. Their parents were drug addicts. So we are talking about things that are even beyond their control. Those children, these are second generation child soldiers. The Yeka Kolubas that were child soldiers that took those drugs, their children are now on drugs. Are we going to go after those people who introduced drugs to this country? That these young folks are walking around and say, my man, when I take this thing here, I can't feel no bullet can catch you. You will be brave. You remember they had a little child that used to show that you going small soldier. Small soldier say when you take that thing,
I remember that.
Yeah, you people shooting gun at you, you brave. You just going, you just brave, you just going. The drug that were introduced to these children, are we going after those people? But we're sitting here talking about war crime court. We should do the war crime court. No, everybody wants it.
But Mr. Gilman, you're getting it wrong. You're getting it wrong. Absolutely wrong. And this is a scenario that even said the senator, Senator Snow was talking about. Because to just even said think or insinuate to say because we say war crime court, so they're going after people like the soldier, the frontline soldiers. I think it is a wrong mentality. You know, there was total investigation went through. There are names that have been listed, almost 90 some names in their various names.
More than 90.
So it is not about going to the foot soldiers and what have you. They are people, even say your uncle who passed on what your name was on a list. There are names there. So if people know other names, let it go and call these names. The issue about it is not about people just want to say what Franco will say Prince Johnson. It is not about Prince Johnson. It is beyond Prince Johnson. So what would be the moral grounds or the moral standpoint as a nation that lived for almost going to 200 years that will go and fight a war and kill almost 250,000 people? And then because you feel that it will go after the layman on the street, so you should just abandon everything and then we have no moral standing point. It is wrong. People should be held accountable. So if Ellen is involved, Ellen should be called. So the advocates say, yeah, it is about those people that you know, they need to be called upon. So therefore we need to stand. That look, this thing is not by the layman on the street. There are big names are part of these things. We need these people to come and account of these things. But to say because of the layman names, so we should just abandon everything that because the war crime could only go and target the layman or the front soldier, I believe it is not true.
Mr. Thomas,
and, you know, let me come in here a little bit.
Yeah, Ibi, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the issue about the war crime court, I wholeheartedly embrace the idea for some war crime accountability. And the establishment of it in Liberia, if this would bring a closure to it, I think it would be the prudent thing to do. My reservation just derived from the way it's been, they are proceeding with it.
Yeah, being orchestrated.
Now, obviously, I understand the both sides, especially on our show the other night, from the Tamasa end, and of course from Brother position. But in the war situation, regardless of it being a civil war wherein people you have illegal, so to speak, told us around, but yesterday, the Geneva Convention for War has some rules that is guiding the process of war. And if those that were involved in it, and they have barbaric behaviors, and they abuse they abuse and kill humans, obviously those people will be sorted out. I don't think it's going to be like all of the child soldiers, because first and foremost, from my understanding, at a certain age, even if the person is grown now, but during the crisis, you had these kids that took part in the war, and they were under such a guidance to do terrible things. I think they would not, regardless of if they are grown now, they're not going to be prosecuted in such a court. Because definitely that will be in its violation that the person was underage and they were not being guided by their own judgment. So they will not be held accountable for crimes that got committed until people are above 18. So I don't think it's just going to be a situation that if you had 20,000 guys that took part in the war, the 20,000 people are going to be prosecuted in that direction. I think some of those things that the War Crime Court is primarily being guided or driven in that direction is based on some of the fact findings, documentary evidence, or that guides some of those things that happen. I think that's where it will proceed. My only thing is that somebody that likes of a lobbyist to be driving this thing, and then to be sitting right on the shoulders of our lawmakers,
right?
For me, it's troubling. That's my only situation. Because even in Sierra Leone, where there was some level of war crime accountability, not all of the soldiers in Sierra Leone appear before that court to answer things. There were specific people, and at the end of the day, it was enacted that those people would not hold any public office. So I don't think it's going to be the entire Liberia, because like I think Charles Taylor Armand or 20,000 men under his command or whatever it is, and you got all of the Warlord, the George Bulley, and all the kind of thing. I don't think that all of those guys are going to bring and say, hey, you can't stand here, and then it'll be charging from John to Peter Paul and so on and so forth. So I don't think that's how it's going to be driven. But yes, I agree that somehow there should be a deterrent, and that deterrent will be through the process of those people appearing and giving some kind of accountability. Just to close on, again, the process is the problem here. Everyone continue to question. The process is the problem, because to tell you that that particular process is going to be completely in exclusion of the organic law of Liberia, I think it's going to be a difficult thing to do. Sorry.
Right.
It's going to be a difficult thing to do, because even if you had lawyers, international lawyers, to go practice law in Liberia, I think they'll have to have the Supreme Court will have to give some authorization to these people to do it.
Yeah.
So it cannot be done in total exclusion of the Liberian jurisprudence.
Right.
So the issue about us giving some accountability in terms of what transpired, I think is the right thing to do. But to just say completely there should be nothing accounted for, it'll be a bad thing that we're not going to have a deterrent in those kind of things, my brother. So that's my take on it.
Mr. Connor, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm a sociologist, and one of the things that we usually hang our hat on is an old English law or English jurist called William Blackstone. He says, I'd rather see 10 guilty people go free than to have one innocent person found guilty because of everything else, which we know will happen. We see in this country where powerful men and women with money and resources, and I'm talking about as a Republican, my own president, former president, Trump, things that the regular human being, you and I, would never get away with. The powerful and the rich get away with it. Our history is replete with this, that there is no way we want to set a precedent in Liberia. We know how our system is corrupt. We know how it is. We are going after the wrong folks. Tell me if America say we want Prince Johnson because Prince Johnson killed those nuns in Caldwell under his jurisdiction. Then go and say it. Charge him, get him out of there. But do not use this dragnet because of Prince Johnson and bring everybody in just because of this one man. I know for sure Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is going to have the best lawyer around from the wherever it will be if she were to be out there, and she will walk. I know the couples will walk. And I'm just going down the list.
Right.
So who will not walk?
Okay. The Yeke Kolubas of the world, the Bun Nickens of the world, the Prince Johnsons of the world, they will not walk. So if this was the justice, will there be justice? My sister tell me, if you say you want some deterrent, and then you Prince Johnson and Bud Naked and Yeke Koluba as a deterrent, is that a deterrent? No, because those who have the power and the means to buy arms, to supply the drugs, to rent the helicopters that transported these people from Liberia or from Libya to Bokatua, wherever the place is. All of those people that they're talking about.
Yeah, they're the crumbs.
The people that provided the Budweiser that were behind Prince Johnson, the people he was communicating with. Are you going to hold those people responsible? No. So I would say, as painful as it is, we can address our issues and move on then to have people, innocent people, going to jail for life. That is the point.
This topic lives to see another day. Miss Welly, I gave you the last one. Don't take our course.
On this same topic?
Anything you want to talk about.
This particular one here, they got some giants behind it. So I want to skip this particular one. It's too giant for me.
Yeah.
So on the line of Yeke retaliation on what was done to him, I think he has the right to say what he's saying because he was being provoked. And for me, the same people that cheering up for 6 years to do the same thing have no morals rectitude to go after him. To go after him at this point in time, because this is the devil that they created for Liberia, and this devil must sustain. That's all I gotta say.
They don't care the devil bar before the naked air. They can't naked the devil outside. They want to dress the brother or let her carry by inside.
The way
Different
they
one.
dress it, that what the brother do. Let the brother
Yeah.
stay in his suit, in outfit, in his straw, and he continue to somersault, do the
Right.
acrobatic dance for us.
Right.
Like a play in 6 years.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. For the war crimes code, I say I leave it for the giants.
You remember Joseph Walker was dancing with that devil and still dancing with that devil.
Yeah.
So let the devil.
I know whether he's still dancing with him.
Yeah.
Because the devil now recently era now, the music now sounded too sweet.
Or the devil start using it back to enter the time, you get dance again anymore.
Yeah. All right, let's take our callers. We'll begin
Let
with
the show continue, man. Let the devil
we'll
dance.
begin with the WhatsApp line. Elvis Morris.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Gill.
Yeah. Welcome.
And hello to the panelists. Thank you.
No doubt.
Look, I have to, say that I'm in favor of the War Crimes Court. I am.
Yeah.
And I think the majority of the Liberian people will be in favor of it. And I think the Senate was right by focusing only on War Crimes Court for now, because financial crimes are more difficult to prove. That's why you see most of the time when this guy goes to court, they get found, not guilty or not, insufficient evidence, because some of these things can be erased, and it's hard to follow the footprints of how these money was transferred, where it ended up at, and things like that. So whereas war crime is more of a physical crime, you can point to the scars, you can point to the the immediate victims, you can see some of them on camera. So it's more, it's more of a clear-cut case, more so than a financial case, where you have to do forensic auditing and things like that may not be physical, that somebody can easily see and and connect the dots. So I agree with that, at least in the interim. After the War Crimes Court, then we can look into the Financial Crimes Court. But somebody like Edwin Snow, people are saying that he was right because he was giving it to Alan White and all of that stuff. We know the history of Edwin Snow. You guys have, said it all on the show tonight. Edwin Snow knows the pressure is on him for being on a potential, sanction list. Who is Edwin Snow compared to the likes of Vonnie Sherman, who has a pedigree, a Harvard-educated man, a brilliant lawyer? If Vonnie Sherman can be on sanction list, what about Edwin Snow? So he knows that shadow is creeping up on him, that he's going to be on sanctions list, and he's trying to find excuse that.
He's already been on sanction. He was on sanction for 10 years.
Yeah. He was there under the UN when he sanctioned the likes of Taylor, Bernard, Urine, all of them.
Yeah.
But then now the U.S., this thing with the Magnitsky Act that the U.S. is doing, they're also threatening him now with that sanction. That's why he was saying, they're threatening to sanction him because he friendly with McGill. That's not why. He knows the reason why they're threatening to sanction him. So for me, I think the war crime, it has to happen. And I hope I've been who crying the Prince Johnson and Yaya Nimlin. Look, man, you've lived a long life. Yaya Nimlin, I feel sorry for him because he eating more jail open, and they won't carry the war crime already. Prince Johnson been there for over 20-something years.
Yeah.
So I feel sorry for him. But they were spending the last few years of their life in jail. They should be grateful that they spend, a lot of autumn, a lot more productive years enjoying the rest of their lives for some of the things that they did in our country.
Really?
Look, whether we're Seditians or we're UPs, we have to come together and be in favor of the War Crimes Court. Politics will always be politics. We'll vote in 2029 for the CDC. But for now, we have to support it, because other than that, political divide is now worse than ethnic, a divide. We can talk politics, but we can still be brothers afterwards. But when we're talking about people who kill each other, and we have that hatred for each other, we have that animosity, it doesn't go away easily. So politics, shouldn't let politics divide us simply because the UP is the one that's quote unquote leading this process. For those of us who are seditious or who support the president or former president, we We shouldn't take that to say, oh, these guys are against us, so thereby we should be against anything that they're doing. It's in the country's best interest.
I don't
And I
think
think yourself,
Elvis, I don't
No,
think that's
that's
the
not it.
They
position.
got nothing to
That's
do
not
with
the issue.
CDC or Unity Party,
That's
bro.
not it, because they want. We've always
It's a
said in meeting
process.
here that we
It's a
want
process
them
different. It's a
code,
process different to talking
but
about.
the way they are going about it, even when George Weah was president, that has been our position here, and we are on record for that. When the U.S. Congress passed a resolution, HR 55 or 555, something like that, almost 5-6 years ago, we maintained our position here. We went and brought that whole case file with each of the congressmen, their statements that they made and all of that. And at the end of hours of deliberation, there was a motion to suspend the conversation. Let's take the document home and read it for 5 days, and then we come back. That
They're
5
still
days,
reading it. They're still
still
reading.
reading it. Some of them voted out of office. You know, the co-authors of that resolution. One guy from Staten Island, Donovan, and the other guy from California. They out of office. The resolution, they hanging in limbo. It's the same way we got the resolution from the Liberian legislature. It's gonna be
Exactly.
just like that. There are things that have to be done before we can all see this court off the ground. And
Mr. Gilman.
you know, Ellen Salif will not be prosecuted by the court, and you know her role she played. Uncle Sam will. I bet you, Ellen Salif gave it today. You'll see how much Uncle Sam will push.
Oh, I love you, small pushing.
I'm telling you.
Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
The heat will be so much.
Let Evans finish, then you come in.
Yeah, real quick.
yeah, quickly, let me get my last 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Look,
go ahead, Elvin.
I agree with you, Mr. Gilman. You know, there's a saying in the law: if the law isn't on your side, you argue the process. So arguing the process, that's why the legislature are there to set up the scope for this special court. You know, there's still a process. The president can just sign it into law tomorrow and the court is established. No, they have to formulate the court. I'm sure the international partners will have some inputs, and then they got to go back to the House and the Senate to rectify it,
right,
and then sign it into law and establish the court. So we all know that the process is not complete. You know, it's just the preliminary stages. But I'm in favor of it. I'm glad that you're in favor, and other people on the platform is in favor of it.
Right.
You know, once they straighten out the mechanism, hopefully we can establish it, and Liberians as a whole can get justice for what happened during our war. But thank you, Mr. Gilman, for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Gilman, real quick.
Yeah.
For the first time in U.S. History, jurisprudence, in Michigan, 2 parents were sentenced.
Yeah.
For giving gun to their son, and the son killed somebody.
Killed students. Yeah.
If you are Ellen or you are Talbot or whatever your name is, and you give gun to children to kill other people, why shouldn't you be held accountable for that crime?
Yeah.
And this is what the people are not looking at. It doesn't mean we are anti-war crime. But what I'm saying here, the real perpetrators of the crime, because I don't want to be a ventriloquist. Well,
now good English.
Guys, before you go any further,
not chloroquine, right?
I just love this show because of the vocabularies that we use on this show. It just makes me feel so complete.
That's correct. You see,
keep up the good work, guys.
The Basel people say, I will put it in common term. You want to use the common people mouth to chew Ellen Johnson and Pepe.
Yeah.
That is the real Pepe that the people who provided the gun. But you don't want to talk about that one. You want to talk about Prince Johnson and the people who came into our neighborhood, who empower these people to commit this heinous crime.
That the ventriloquist there.
There you go. Thank you very much. You see, when they hold the puppet, There's a, it is not the thing talking. The person who talking behind there.
Yeah.
No guy who shooting, they're doing some shooting, but the person who reloading is the person you need to go out. If you're going to stab a wall, you stab it from the source. You don't go where the bullet coming from. No, you go where the replenishment is coming from. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Let's take this caller from New York. Is that Boy Solo?
Yeah, Mr. Kim, how are you?
Great. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kim, thank you for the show, and thank you to all your panelists for their great argument and entertainment.
Hold on one second. Judge Toto, I might not go to sleep. I will call you tonight, right after the show. The show is about to come to an end. I will call you, okay? He said you're going to bed. He said,
he
have a great night.
He earned his money today.
Yeah.
The great Dr. Toto.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Solo.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Thank you very much.
Right.
On project and stuff that Georgia was there, our former president was doing, that Joseph Bola came to power, that he's going to be dedicated. We, the Liberian people, we know, we got eyes to see. We know he been there like 3 months, not even 3 months yet. And some of those things cannot be built in the shorter period that he been there.
Right.
And he said you are going to change everything, and some of the things that he came to power, you're not even able to change it before I'm talking about putting a whole structure down. And it was taking months and years. And one other thing again, Mr. Gamer, I'm going to do, I called my son and also my driver, so they got to do me a video or do a video that we're going to have, because Mr. Gamer, if you see the PhD community park, Mr. Gamer, if you see the kind of human being that goes to that park.
My man, I was there when we were dedicated. I went there in one day, I think it was Saturday. One Saturday, there were about 6 weddings.
Yeah, I saw that. I followed that.
You saw that video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So the reason is that I want to do, because people were saying the park was not important, recreation was not important, and some of those people that we all live together that was supporting the Unity Party, they even used to get mad when the truck carrying they send the crush ride, they say the people cussing us in the ear.
Yeah.
And one other guy threatening to throw stone at the people and all of those things, a friend of mine. But today, Mr. Gamer, these are the same people that go into the park and exercising.
Yeah.
Today,
the park is an open air gymnasium.
You know the funny thing, I got from them today, they say they got a group, they call it, there's a training group that they got, and a bunch of women. So I said, no, I don't think that training, they're looking for women. That they got in that training every morning. So I said to him, you guys said recreation was not important.
Right.
Why is it you guys going down there to go train now?
Every morning.
Why? Now, people, I don't like them, Mr. Gimmer. We are hypocrite. We are serious hypocrite, Mr. Gimmer. If you think that somebody is doing something, you don't want to praise the man, just leave it. Don't condemn it.
No.
Don't condemn it. They sat there, they condemn everything that George Weah is doing. Like this no said yesterday, but you didn't put George Weah in there. He said, look at it. The Ralphie road we used to call diaspora.
Yeah.
He was so mad that he forgot what George Weah need to say. Look at the road what George Weah faced here. Without ever a Warcraft code, we were able to build a road. Today that the road we all enjoy it. Mr. Gamer, my thinking here is that I always say we all support the Warcraft code. But I feel within myself before, if the US government have money to bring for the Warcraft code, we agree though, but I get a suggestion here for them that they can do. They can take that money and put it to Chesapeake Boulevard, to 12th Street, to build a bridge from Kensington Boulevard to 12th Street and build a bridge from Battery to Crown Hill to ease the traffic congestion in Monrovia, in Liberia. I think one of the good things it would be able to do for us that instead of looking for money to pay Allen Wedding and a group, because those people don't do nothing for us, Mr. Gilmore. Look at it. Look at what happened that bridge that they were going to build, the overhead path, and it went from Kensington Boulevard. Mr. Gilmore, you know why that bridge was not built? Because they vote against China at the UN, right? So the people got mad and stopped the project. Because people sat down there and go vote with their uncle, you guys say the park. So that bridge now is not getting constructed in Liberia. It's a shame. We need to do away from the people. They cannot do nothing for us. But when they say what they call it, they'll say, "I'll go for it." We're not going to be doing that, Mr. Gilmore. No. The book, we got to change. And let me tell you, when anybody say Ellen Snow did wrong, Ellen Snow was speaking for herself, you are a joker. The same way Ellen Snow thinks, that was some of our thing. Because you must say the truth, and the truth will set you free. I don't care if Ellen Snow can do any other thing that the thing that he did. But he continue to say that all the things you're talking about, you're doing the West. They're Firestone there. Let Metal Steel, the guy, what people living in continue. Metal Steel. Yeah. After they came there, the post office, this is the old building Lanco were using before. And you understand? Just when they fed there and put the people there, they said, no, we'll bring a slave there in building. We'll put it in continue. And in the continue, the people there. But when you go talk to them, somebody can't stand up, they want bring session. That's why you all get up, that session will be eating around here, or like it will develop Mama Liberia. We got to stand up and do something, man. Thank you very much for the show.
Thank you very much. Let's take Miss Dopo, Sarah Dopo from Delaware.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for the show. Thanks to all our panelists out there and our listeners. Mr. Gilman, you know, I'm 100% in support of the War Crime Code. But the point Mr. Gayman was making resonated with me a whole lot. If this process is going to take place, it has to be transparent and it has to be fair.
Right.
We can't go after just certain people and then leave the others. I think it's going to be tantamount to our peace and security in our country. It's going to be dangerous because you never know whether other people will rise up and feel that the process wasn't fair to them. You know, they will go back to square zero. So that's just my fear. You know, if they're going to do it, if Uncle Sam going to do it, or whoever, the international community are going to do it, they got to assure our people, assure us that it's going to be free and fair and we'll not have no trouble in our country again. Like what happened from the beginning.
Right.
You call certain people and then you got the other people working scot-free. That's not going to be fair, and that's going to raise a lot of issues. You know, it will be a threat to our security, our peace and security that we've enjoyed for so long.
Absolutely.
So that's just fear. That's just my fear. But anyway, thank you so much, and the conversation was great tonight. Joy.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sarah Dopo there from Delaware. Well, folks, time if I spent here, we're gonna go around the table with our panelists and analysts here. The constitutionalist Solo Senior had to leave. Hello?
How you doing?
Good.
Mr. Gavin?
Yeah. Your name?
Yeah, this is Joseph Colley calling from New York.
What? Colley?
Yeah.
That's you read there?
That the same guy who called it last time, I had to hang up on him.
No, go ahead.
You got determined.
Yeah, I hung up on him because he was not civil the last time.
Oh, okay.
The guy is determined to talk that thing when you want to talk.
Yeah.
You can say what you want to say. You can say it without being
right,
rude or being vulgar.
I think he needs to call you behind the scene and reassure you that you're not.
Yeah. Dorothy, this are you. How are you?
The man needs to be vetted, Jack.
Yeah, you need to be
Yeah,
better.
You need to be vetted. That's right.
that's it.
That's why I tell people this show, you go on now, you're gonna like this show. He calling back.
Put you on.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Giver?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Joseph Carly calling from New York.
And you called it last time? Yeah, I hung up.
Uh,
Now your first time calling?
no, I'll call you hang on me.
Huh?
Okay, thank you.
No, I was not the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. What I was trying to say, we all support the war crime court because the part about it is like, these guys, you can see as we had the election.
Lower the video in the back. The echo coming through.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, go ahead, Colin.
Yeah. So, that were going on, and they're walking in the place with impunity. And it hurts. And look at the election that we have. A lot of them came out again with all these funny things and threatening the peace of the nation. So they need to go and face, the consequences, so they will not be walking free. Because there are a lot of us. We stay in Liberia. We went through the war. As for one, I stayed in Liberia throughout. I did not go anywhere, exile or what until the Liberian Civil War.
Right.
And we see these guys walking in our midst. Every time. And it traumatizes you when you're walking and seeing these kind of people. And when these kind of things come out and they are all out there, look at the election. People were afraid. Look at Ilfoya when they caught that boy and beat him, kill him like you killing snake. Can you imagine? Brother killing their own brothers like that. It's painful. So the war crime court need to come. Let some of them go and bear the consequences. So that the next time when anybody encouraging war, they will know that when something happens, they will have to pay the price for it.
Absolutely.
So because the election that we had, there were a lot of these crazy things happening. But when they all be put away, it will free the Liberian people, that they will have a free mind. When they go into the election, they will be free, of anything they want to do. Right. Not having these guys walking in our midst, threatening our peace, or anytime they come out, they say something, people are afraid. Because a lot of those old mind and family members are all they want to see these guys and behaving. They are all afraid because they feel the war will come back, or they will do these kind of same things again. So we pray that everything be well, that our people have to bear it. Let us go through it. Right. We got to separate the sheep from the goat. So that people will be free and and be at liberty to do things in our nation.
Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and look for 1 second. Go on YouTube and look for Monrovia warring factions.
Okay.
Monrovia warring factions continue or something like that. And watch that video. I'll call the show tomorrow. Okay.
I sure will.
Yeah.
All right. Take good care, man.
Thank you.
Great show. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We stopped taking calls before you guys decided to call. Joyce, let me get Wim.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, just look at AB. Show him crew man.
Yeah, I put your comment up.
I'm sorry, but he answered my question. I know what he crew man because he get blue, red, green. He paying his pockets.
Where?
Yeah, one of the he really not Satya.
If he didn't answer that, what you say, I will call my phones.
I just call for.
Okay,
Lord. Enjoy him. Satya, small group.
Satya.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
612-7652. Is that Rebecca Sayer?
Yeah, that whole.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah. The car can eat what? I be driving, I be listening to the show. I can be running to get home before call.
Right.
Yeah. For me, Mr. Gilman, the war crime code, you understand me? Every one of us, we need that war crime code. But it need to come from we, the Liberian.
Right.
You understand me? It's what my problem is. Because, Mr. Gilman, to be very frank, if I say for Hollywood to be in the midst of our senators over there, that a low compromise, they just said that we won. You understand?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. They told Chancellor to go to the hill, not for Liberia. You understand me? Or Liberia. But they took it to the hill because of Senegal. Because of Freetown war. You understand me?
Right.
That's the crown they got on him. They don't have crown on this man for Liberia, for which our mother, who is our former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, is on record that the first money for Chancellor to carry war in our country, it came from her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The man was taken to the hill for Senegal, but not Liberia. So Liberia, let everyone look at the thing carefully. Where are the people coming from which home? Because it was something, Mr. Gilman, that they are very serious. That when somebody commit crime, they shouldn't go free. Look at the threats and the killing of innocent children.
So
in Liberia.
You got the last word. So you got the last word. So yes or no? You want Uncle Sam to try child stealer first for Liberia war crimes.
Thank you. Before they can come after the other people.
All right,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
having me.
That's a great point there. Alf Talbot. Ross.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the...
I gave you 45 seconds.
I support
the motor car can't drop.
Because Joseph and Bodnike and all the other people, their attitude during this gone election shows that they are completely lack of remorse.
Right.
And they need to go. We need them out of our society because these people, they have the potential to cause even worse things in our society.
Yeah.
So we need them out. The only thing, the only regret for Paya is that our people continue to support these people, and there's a reason why they are passing around and justifying, the evil deeds.
Right.
And right now, people have they are bold to commit any crime, and because they know that there is no law to hold them. So I support, like what you say, you don't take knife to a gunfight, and I see a lot of politically correctness on the show tonight. And the Unity Party played dirty, and this is the reason why they are in power today. While CDC were passing around with prayer hands and waving white flags, so Prince Johnson got to clear all of our society. Bodnike got to go.
Yeah.
And whosoever that is attached. That is my position. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that's it for here. All right. So the callers ate into your time.
Yes.
I'm gonna give each of you 2 minutes, but now it gotta go to 1 minute. Let's start with the lady.
Yeah.
The callers are part of the show too.
Yeah, that's good.
Course,
yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Gilman, I just want to say thank you so much for having the strength to come on today for us to deliberate on these issues. I think they're necessary to speak on a daily basis. If we have the opportunity to speak on them, they're necessary to open the eyes of those that are still in the darkness, And concerning this war and economics crime court, like everybody has said, I mean, there was a lot of people are in pain. I don't care whichever way you turn it, there will always come another to counter claim against whatever you say and however you analyze it. So, in order to shut down all of this thing here, that no blame go on a particular person because we're trying to protect the same citizen we're trying to protect, that if this a war and economic crime could come to play, Liberians will still suffer. But if the majority, for me, if the majority of the citizens want this, let it happen if there's a possibility to happen. Let this war and economic crime could be done with so we can have, you know, a clear head and let the nation move forward. Okay. That's
Right.
that for me, that's how I see it.
That's how you see it.
If it is going to be in the majority for this war and economic crime code to be taken care of, that is if the Liberians are going to benefit. Are Liberians going to benefit? Liberians not going to benefit?
Right.
Because there are a lot of painful thing went on.
Absolutely.
And people still living with his scars.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the best thing, if it can go on and Liberian people will not die, Liberia will not end for this war and economic crime code, let it go on. Let's be done with this and let people sleep. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Abi, Emmanuel Ping, your neighbor from New Jersey, said, as a Liberian who spent 14 years in the midst of the Civil War, we all agree for the War Crime Code to be established. But I would suggest to the GHG CNN family that we as Liberians should put our lawmakers' feet to the fire. That every facility regarding the War Crime Code should be established right within Liberia and not outside Liberia. The prison
Right.
facilities, etc. Anything that is to be connected to the War Crime Code should be built in Liberia and not in Ghana, Nigeria, or Senegal. Your takeaway.
Well, I mean, it make a lot of sense because the thing about it is that I think my dear brother Payne is on point on in so many ways. The fact of the matter is that they keep emphasizing the financial benefit.
Yeah.
And I don't think Liberians, a lot of Liberians are really, really, really the answer to the war crime committed is not all about the financial gain. Yes, the financial gain, because people should have some level of financial benefit if there's any to be paid out there. People should benefit. But if those facilities and all of the incentives that comes with it in terms of hiring people, because obviously I don't know the duration, how long it's going to take. Because trust me, it's not going to be a kind of short-term thing. So as such, it will help to boost the economic status of Liberia. Those facilities should be erected in Liberia. The only downside about it, after the court shall have closed, who provides security for who be convicts?
Mm-hmm.
And how such a security is going to be provided?
Right.
Those are things that needs to be factored in.
Where will they be kept?
Because the long term sustainability of such facility, those are all the kind of variables that people need to think about. Because trust me, if you're talking about incarcerating a warlord, you're talking about maximum prison facilities, and how can such be provided?
Where the fence alone 20 feet high.
There you go. So
all kind of wire in there.
All kind of barbed wires and other things. So I mean, indeed, to that point,
wire.
Those are the things that will happen for Liberia. You know, and then I know. Let me just add to. I think I should just try to close up on this. We have, I know, completely delved into the war crime code, and we'll continue to talk about it even in time to come.
Absolutely.
But the issue about the like what we stated earlier on, the duplicity in terms of the Yeke Kolba situation is just appalling. And if people think that, yes, President, we assigned the Kamara Abdullahi free speech law, but laws are meant to be amended. Now, they got lawmakers over there. If they feel that people are taking advantage of the loose clause of freedom of speech, freedom of speech is not to be literally insulting people in the street.
Right.
So if the need be for the law to be revisited for some amendment, that's what laws are meant for.
Absolutely.
So somebody can introduce a bill and say, hey, look, we need to insert this, or we need to do X, Y, Z to curtail this behavior. It'll be a good thing. But to think that you have a gentleman for 6 years to denigrate the office of, forget about Georgia as an individual, but the office of the presidency of Liberia.
Right.
Drag that office into water for 6 years. And such individual was applauded. Now today the shoe is on the other foot. Is when you come to start speaking up, my brother. That's duplicity, and it's completely unfair in our direction. Only hypocrites to do those kind of things. In no shape or form appreciate such vulgarity coming from an individual. I would never tolerate that for anybody. I can never applaud anybody for that. But don't allow it to get started. That's the only thing, my brother. And to close up on, I know my brother talked about there is no other moral conscience in society. I want to take this opportunity. The religious community in Liberia, the current leaders that have accepted to be appointed in the government, they should do the needful and the most prudent thing to step down in whatever position they are occupying in the religious community.
Yeah. Or they should.
And I think
decline those appointments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everywhere in Liberia should speak on that particular, because if you are there, the moral conscience of society to speak on the ills of society. And you
somebody was talking to me, say, we miss Kakata Francis, Sheikh Kafuma Kone.
Yes.
Yeah, those people.
Kafuma Kone, yeah. I think he got on the reform commission, reform commission and this and that, all the kind of thing. But it was a balanced thing that they were trying to do, wherein they brought in people from this sector to try to see how they can reform certain things in the country, because people were just transitioning from war and something. Right. But this one they're doing right here is strictly to go take paycheck. They're not reforming anything in the corporation that they appointed board members for.
So the plot for 2029 to silence everybody.
That's the thing. So my brother, again, a great show, and to all of the callers, and the panelists, my dear sister, and then brother Gabe, man, and then the great Tamasa. It was a great show. And let me close on the people, the GHT family. You got a host here and a chairman here, but we need to sustain this platform. And to sustain the platform, we need to think out of the box in so many ways. What are the things that need to be done to sustain the platform?
You want to think in a cartoon?
We was thinking in a cartoon at all. So let's start considering that. Okay? But indeed, it was a great show, my brother. Thanks for the time, man.
Thank you very much, Amy. Mr. Gayman, don't confuse the people here. You got 1 minute.
That's correct. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who want a war crime code high reservation, I want to remind you that this gone the time when they were talking about removing Fonati Kofa because he had U.S. citizenship. I think there were people that did the research and found out that almost all of our leaders, especially the alien administration, most of our appointed guests, most of our leaders, we are all American citizens. America does not have any extradition treaty with Liberia, zero. So if you were in Liberia, the Liberian government say send Jerome Gilman back here or send Mr. Colley back here because we got to try him. The United States is going to say, we do not have any treaty with you. The only treaty that Liberia have ever had with the United States was signed November 2nd, 1939, and it was signed for only 5 years. St. Todd-Menton, I ain't going to JJ Roberts, St. Todd-Menton, 1944, we do not have an extradition treaty with the United States. Wow. So those who are in Liberia will be the only ones subjugated. We are back to the status, we back to the class, we back to the money. This is what we'll be talking about. Since it's not going to be fair to the poor, you might well don't have it.
Wow. That's deep.
It is that simple. If you are going to stop the water, you can't stop the water. You can't put your hand to the water and say stop. You have to turn the water, or you got to go to the source of the water. The people that finance this war, they are still here and still have the capability to finance even more wars. Jesus. You heard them saying it during the campaign. Yeah. If I lose this election, Liberia will end.
It will be the end of that, but we don't need all of that.
Joseph Boyka was a direct beneficiary of this war. Joseph Boyka benefited from this war and still benefited. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf sponsored the war to get rid of Doe, and whatever she wanted to be president, she became president, and her sidekick was Joseph Boyka. So the end justified the means as far as they are concerned. And Joseph Boyka said the same, I'm going to dance with the devil to justify my end. And he did the same thing, even with me killing people.
The devil be the
So this is where we are, my sister. I am saying to you, it boils down to class, it boils down to money, it boils down to status, it boils down to power. The regular people in Liberia do not have either one of those. So from the beginning, they are guilty as charged. They're not even so, because sister, this woman called Cochrane, she was charged with embezzlement. What happened when she came over here? The United States said we are not sending her back there, period. Cochrane is still here. Mm-hmm. So ladies and gentlemen, great show as we are talking. Let us not use our hearts. Let's use our head. Our head is, if you are going to take my little nephew in Grand Bassa County that was shooting kids all over the place, if you're going to put him in jail, you better get the guy who recruited him. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gilman. Tamasa.
Yeah, thank you so much. Two things just caught my attention. I mean, the video that you showed earlier, you know, with by then President-elect President Weah and the First Lady, drove to the defeated candidate. You know, I just saw leadership being, you know, personified at that level. I saw humanity being displayed. It's something that really caught my attention, to be frank, you know, and I think it's something that as Liberians we need to watch, because it really shows how President Weah at the time, you know, looking at how the country was charged, people running to court, but he uses leadership ability to quiet down the situation so that he should have a better environment to lead. So it's something that really caught my attention, you know. And the next thing, you know, the issue about the religious leaders. You know, to be frank, you know, the religious community are the moral force for every nation. And there are three cardinal things that serve as a pillar, you know, and if these three things come under question, it's a serious problem for our country. Right. So we pray that this religious leader think twice and do the needful, because if the country plunge into anything today, who are those who will come and call upon people to come and sit on the table? It's a serious one. It shows how these people are playing double standard, you know, throughout President Weah administration. It's a sad situation. It's disturbing. It is very, very disturbing to find these people, you know, craving, you know, for public position and leaving their responsibility that they claim that God has called them, you know, to moral to the society, to teach the society. And these teaching priests, Now, they're the one now deviating from their responsibility, going to elsewhere. It's truly disturbing. Look, the issue about the war crime court, I think for me, one of my major stake into this, it is not about bundling people into prison. We want to know the total truth into this matter. Senator Snow said that the war crime court in totality, we need to discuss that in totality. So every other things on the table, we need to discuss it and know exactly the perpetrator of this war, whether they be caught or not, the names and the role they play. We need to know as Liberians. Those that prosecuted the war, the first soldiers, they had their own responsibility to execute. So they will be accountable for their mistakes so that others will now follow. Tomorrow, those that have the billions in America, if people are bundled and tried and found guilty, if after 10, 15, 20 years, if somebody want to take $1 billion to sponsor another war, there will be a trump card, there will be a blueprint about those that bear the consequences of the 14 years that have taken place, and others will not see it and try to go and emulate the same thing. We have to set a moral standard in this thing. The only thing for me now, look at, all of us have said, the processes leading to the war crime court, we all need to guard it meticulously, jealously, and make sure that the right thing be done. We can hold our legislature feet to the fire to set the agenda that will be able to address this particular matter in a holistic way and bring a total closure to these dark days, and then the new Liberia can be birthed. So that's it. So thank you so much, Mr. Gilman, and the rest of the team, Big Brother Gilman, my weakest nephew, A.B. Conan, the chief parliamentarian left, my darling sister, Roslyn, and the rest of the team, those that have called. We just want to say thank you so much for queuing in at this time. It's a humble thing to always follow us and to listen to us. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, and thanks to all of you folks for being there tonight. That's it. That does it for us here. But the show continues. The entertainment continues on the radio. Hey, take your more from on George. We are.
Amen.
No. Yeah. No.
Yes.
In my country, the thing you don't know, that they can't talk. In Liberia, the thing you don't see, that they can't talk. Oh. Somebody said, Jawia will not become president.
Somebody said, Jawia will not win presidency.
All the men are win.
And those people then all around. Someone they say you must step down. They were talking like that.
Don't have the country I have.
Don't put them there for a few minutes. They will steal all the country money. Hey, you
lead Jawia.
Hey, rules people you peace. You lead my president. Hey, rules people with love. If you not got nothing to contribute, nothing to give the country, yeah, shut your mouth and sit down. Let
the man do his job.
Don't be talking the thing you don't see. Don't be talking the thing you don't see.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey, I'm up in Jawia.
Well, folks, thanks very much. Thanks to our team of panelists and analysts. Rosemary Wendy from Switzerland. Delano Tamasa, Ato Solo Senior. A.B. Conan. Rashad Bezaji champion on a special assignment. Sarah Dopo, our guest panelist, made a phone call tonight. All of you, our callers, distributors, and those of you that trended with us as well. Thank you very much. Join us during our subsequent broadcast. However, you can join us on the FM dial where the entertainment never stops. Until then, I've been your host and announcer, Wild Michael Gilman. Bidding you a pleasant good night rest. I'll catch you tomorrow.
I love my president. Hey, yeah, we are. My country giant. Long live the king. Hey, I'm out of Jawiya. Your president now your eco. Hey, tell your mouth on Jawiya. Oh, your president now your eco. Hey, tell your mouth on Jawiya. Hey, your president now your eco. Hey, tell your mouth on Jawiya. Oh, your president now your eco. Yeah.